ไม่คู่ที่แล้วอัดไปใช่ปะลืมกดหยุดทิมหายละไฟล์แม่งยาวไปจบเลย
No early pressure here.
Minibu and Rian's going to be trying their best at this point here. Rian's looking for an early pick-off. Get things back on track for them, but already he's going to be falling. Flickless. Head clean off. Removed onto Rian.
อย่ามาแม่นวันนี้นะขอร้องขอฟอร์มเมื่อวาน GX
Have to overcome so many hurdles to make this a possibility, and he's not even going to get past the first. Rubinho deletes him off the server, and that is an early pistol.
ไม่มีโปรแกรมตัดครับผมใช้ไม่เป็น
Big win for them. Get the confidence back nice and early.
Cloud has a big one, and then this one. Rubinho killing Benji Fisher, who was tucked behind the box trying to play off the back of the paranoia. Two really important kills for Giants to win an early pistol. I think if they want to come out with an upset, and I think it would be an upset despite the fact that they're the higher seed, because last time we actually saw these two teams play, Team Heretics crushed Giants in group stage.
Historically as well, I mean, they're 3-0 against them.
Yeah, slightly different rosters in some of those iterations, but...
Of course.
Big kill actually for Team Heretics to get up. No damage even done there by Arrow with the Marshal.
Yeah, potentially a bit of anti-dad. So many bodies looking at that top mid-angle, expecting, anticipating the peak. They're rewarded for it with Arrow removed. Tip of the spear. On now for Giants. Be disciplined to make their way through and past this, because again, dangers lying around every single corner. Heretics already looking to get a stack of bodies over towards A.
Yeah, Benji's broken the cam over towards B main as well, and got really pushed up. So he's given his team a good idea that Heretics got the stack in the right place.
Giants, but it looks like they are making a move towards it, but pathing a little bit different now, going up towards heaven, and that's where potential players are. Holding it, but there it is. Waiting right into the crosshair, and it was placed perfectly at that. Heretics now. This is a trap that's been sprung, and they're just being walked right into. Heretics are loving this. The weaker weaponry matters not potentially, but still you can find a way to batter your way through, but you can't.
เรียบร้อย
Dish it out straight away, and answering with that one-to-one massacre.
แสดงว่ามีเสียงเฮอยู่
Heretics actually played that round
เมื่อกี้
perfectly too.
GX มันไม่มีคนเฮไง
The opening idea is really nice. You get a sheriff and a marshal.
อุ้ยซอยโคตรสวยอ่ะ
So even if you hit 2 body shots, you've killed a player on 150 HP.
นี่บูเลยครับ
And
ค
then
น
Boo
หาท
actually pushed through this smoke to catch a timing with his classic. As Mini Boo with the marshals watching towards top, they knew exactly how to dismantle that pathing coming out from Giants.
Yeah.
And I think you pointed out something accurate too. They should have cancelled.
เอาเธออย่า
a minute
เป็น
on the
มูด
clock. The cam's just been broken over towards B main,
ปืน
but
แม่ง
the trip hasn't.
มาเชลด้วย
They're not fully pushed out behind you. Relax. Might be some inexperience showing there.
Giants were showing signs of that at least the other day. When everything was going wrong for them, they were rushing into most of the engagements.
They were. It looked a bit messy, didn't it? A bit desperate towards the end.
Can't blame them. A lot of these players are going to be unfamiliar with this level of performance, this level of stage.
เทียบที่ยังไม่จบอีกแล้วโคตรไวแชมเปี้ยน
Need to kill. Ara's going to be finished off in a blink of an eye. The players are starting to get a bit of a forward position as that door's broken down. Minibu can't really help out from the side in a spot like this, but calling for the pause and a refight forwards. There's a flash into the corner, and these anchor players have got to try and lock this one down. Rians and Benji. Never in doubt with them. Safe pair of hands.
Such a good position. Such a good position to anchor from where Rians was playing.
ตัวปลอมตัวเอง
And
บัง
Rians gets a triple kill on the round as well, starting to build up towards that Hunter's Fury. Anytime you get a second round thrifty going on, the ults start mattering really.
ส่วนมากสร้อยมันจะ MVP ป่ะ
Just gives you that extra round to start building things up.
แม่งวางแถบโคตรแสบอ่ะ
Last time these two teams faced off, I was
ใครจะ
talking
ไปคิด
about
ว่า
it,
แถบ
week
มัน
5,
จะ
I
โดน
think it was in EMEA.
แล้วเป็นออเทอร์ไง
Team Heretics crushed. Ascent was one of the maps that was
เฮ้ย
played.
ตอบอะไรไป
มันถูก1 ปิด 1ตอบมินิบูไป
The map here. But it was actually the
พี่
other
นี่อยู่ไง
on defense.
ลอกกันบ้านเมื่อกี้
Couldn't get anything going. They still need a
แต่ถ้าตอบ
good performance
คิดไป
here,
คิด
though,
มา
on
จะ
their
เปลี่ยน
backside.
วูดตั้งแต่ขี้เกียจ TFT ยังไม่จบ
That buffer zone.
The guns going to be a cloudburster.
จะมีค่าเท่ากัน
What a shot! Adjustment by Minibu. Snaps.
เนี่ยมันตื่นแล้วเมื่อกี้
Crazy pattern from
เมื่อกี้
Ara.
แค่แบบไอ้นี่เฉย
Very quickly.
วอร์ม
And Ara had a nightmare game against NRG. He
เจอ EMEA นี่ต้อง
has
เข้ม
to
เลย
be
หลังต
online
บ
for Giants to win. And
เก่ง
some of that
เก่งในโซ
to
น
do
ไว้
with
ก่อน
how the team's playing and how they set him up. But once he's in the flow state, Ara's been monstrously good for Giants. So if he's out of the rounds early on like this, it is gonna hurt.
Has to sit back in the spectator seat.
ทีเห็นมันโหดสัตว์เลยเนี่ยดัน
Really
เนี่ย
waiting for his
เลื
team
อก
to
ใส่
see what
เล
they
ยวะ
can do to try and offset this one. That's a drone.
ขนาดแฟนติกทำแผนแชมเบอร์มาโดนทีเฮดยับอะ
Squaring up, eager for the fight and engagement. Wants to
เจ
draw a
อ
bit
คอ
of
มเนี่ย
blood. Going to be slowing them down, but for a moment now. See how that anchoring's tested once more.
Slightly further back that trip, so it doesn't get broken by the shot.
Yeah, and it might just be chewing them up. Still it is
Ui.
managed, but that is beautiful work. As the trip's broken, Benji knows it. Threatening and pushing straight out of market. Giants being whittled down here bit by bit, piece by piece. They can't earn themselves a fair fight. Gonna have to take heroics to bail them out of this spot in a 2v4.
วุฒ
Smoke bomb skating one of the angles, but up through lane. Miniboo's watching it. Hyper consistent now with that operator in his hands. And he might fall, but his team gets the job done nevertheless.
ไม่ดูดีว่ะ
Heretics.
ดูดีว่ะ
ทำไมเมื่อวานมันไม่แบบนี้วะ
เออ
เมื่อวานแม่งเป็นไวเปอร์อะไรก็ไม่รู้แต่จะได้ยิงจะได้เล่น
Sometimes feel like you flip a coin with them.
โดนเวียด
as to
ปา
whether
ด
you
จัด
get
หมด
the great version of this team or the version that's not really turned up to play on the day. But here they're hitting their shots. All of the util is really precise and good. Boo throws a nice flood smoke in that round as well. And Veggie Fishy with a slightly offset trip. You know, the ideas are there, they're working. Players like Rien's, Miniboo with the op. Things flow.
แต่ต่างๆวูดมันชอบเล่นนะแล้วเวลามันเล่นมันอยู่ที่เดิมตลอดเลย
Next rifle round's going to be important.
แอสเซนจะอยู่ตรง A ช็อตนี่แหละถ้าเป็นฮาเว่นจะอยู่ใน
Definitely
Bah,
is, but not the best
ที่เดียวเลยหลังประตูอะ
We're gonna shrug off that loss from
อยู่ตลอด
It was a battering. I think our fastest game, most dominant game at least that we've seen so
เป็น
far.
เรื่องอันเนี้ย
in
มุมเนี้ย
champs.
มี
The
สัก
only
ศ
one
พ
that comes to mind was some of the earlier games that were being played in groups, but here, judge in hand, Woot is going to be making short work of that. Shots fired towards his flank, gives it a perfect target.
อุ้ย
He's going to fight straight in.
หนีตาย
HP, still alive and kicking.
ไอ้โดนยิงหลังไอ้วุฒก็เลยหลบไปตรงนั้นไอ้คนสวยแทน
They deliberately came into this round, Brent, with a judge and an outlaw.
Yeah.
And they've just
Gammat.
got so much money, they're going to be able to buy up.
ไอ้ยิงให้มันตายวะ
You know, they keep both weapons, they can just get better guns at the end of this anyway. Go back to, if they want to, the op and full rifles.
โนแพนครับโนแพน
Giants have got to get value out of this KO ultimate. Flickless with it in hand. Not running an anti-KO ult setup here, Benji Fishy. He's going to have to bail out of the B site early on.
He's thinking about it now, though.
Okay, yeah, it starts to reset back into spawn.
Time with a setup here. Flash to set it forwards again. That KO, but that means the trips are intact. We already talked about it. Benji's playing up into spawn. That's a tag all the way. Look at this. Just slingshot it all the way back, and that's still lighting you up. Straight shots forwards again. Rians wants to outcare, and that is pure reactions. He unleashes rifle in hand.
GG ว่ะโคตรสัตว์เลยว่ะ
วันนี้มันตบตาคนดูนี่หว่า
หรือจริงๆมันไม่อยากเล่นสายบนมันจะง่ายไปนะมันเล่นสายล่างเนี่ย
Run around, rings around them in the matchup against NRG. Now Heretics doing the exact same, one step ahead.
Rienz is so clean in that anchor spot. It's what the Cloud loves to play as well once the sides
เมื่อกี้มันโดนสแกนเนี่ยไม่ได้โดนแท็บ
What a day to come and support Heretics as well.
Let's go.
I believe I'm right in saying that that's Boo's dad. I don't want to be incorrect on the back of it, but I think he was here yesterday as well. I saw him in the crowd, and that was a
ตอบ
tough
2
day.
ข้อก็ท็อป 6
Come
แล้ว
and support your son, but here the start a lot better. Giants have got to find a turnaround, maybe off the back of Ara's knives. They don't need an enormous amount of rounds in this half, but their chances are trickling away.
Dwindling. Miniboo potentially tested here. There's many angles to count for. See his crosshair placement with Ara inserted as well. Off to the side could make a difference. Gate Crash is going to be fading soon enough though. And West Side crosses up into it. Mistakes being made. That's a spike drop down straight in mid. Team Heretics don't get overzealous though. They don't over-rotate. They don't move too many of the pieces.
Wood's still got good information over towards A. Drone, as you're saying, but you know, doesn't actually clear too much space. Giants are trying to establish position in mid, but they've got no info towards the outsides of the map.
ทีเอสบอกเล่นสายบนเดี๋ยวเกมจะง่ายไปครับ ไม่ตื่นเต้นชอบความท้าทายมากกว่า
ชอบไฟลนก้นเหรอ
See what he can do to cages as well. Benji sit behind it. Tug. That's a trip not broken again from that shot. This is a difficulty for them to try and work past.
They've used both shocks.
They are being used. Not sure what's going on.
พ่อใครสักคนแบบเมื่อกี้ไม่น่าใช่ CEO.
All of it, just the underhand with the flash. But you've only taken one stage of this, and again these anchor plays have been a new Sadara activates. Forward is the approach again. Blade storm in hand. That's a dash active and a lot of damage done to Rians. It's been a menace towards the back here, but he's got to try and do it again. Time running short, but it's going. Will not slow down.
บ้าเกิน
Another 3-piece for Rians.
เลือดเหลือแค่เดียวไปสาม
Needs to go down, but the pressure is just relentless. It's never ending. Heretics do not let them breathe.
จบไวว่ะ
Riens is such a phenomenal talent. He's so consistent for this
เลือ
team
ดเหลือ
too.
30 อ่ะเอาไป
But
3เฉย
moments like this, his partner falls beside him and he still picks up 3 kills anchoring, including shutting down Ara's Knights, which was the win condition. For Giants, there he is, bold Riens. Benji flashed him to
เป็
the
นจี้แล้ว
camera.
แม่งเป็นฝั่งกันไปไซด์
In
แต่บุก
my
ไปยิง
book,
มันยาก
best player to have never lifted a trophy, Riens.
He's up there alongside Mako.
Yeah, who we've just seen win an incredible victory as well down there in the lowers.
Mini boot. Tending to it. There's a shot that is purely of the smoke
ถามไม่
timing.
กี่คนเชียร์เลย
Unfortunate for Westside
อย่างกับเห็น
catching the bad end of that op twice now. Mini boot with the instant reposition. He's getting active absolutely everywhere. Over towards Cat, one step ahead, reading most
Oh,
of it.
really?
Look at that, he's lined up, but there is that punish. Ara
เฮ้ย
มันบอดด้วยนะเมื่อกี้
trail behind him. Woot's now going to be
Rootable,
pressure from
rootable.
multiple directions and avenues.
Position Woot นั่นไง Position Woot
Giants finding a way to pave him forwards. Got to find across the board. Boo trying to really dominate.
position มันแบบ
Perhaps if he got the second,
ไม่
maybe
ดีอ่ะ
gives a chance.
เปิดทุกมุมอ่ะ
Leaves it to Benji Fishy in that 1v2.
Cloud cautious. They think that Benji's on a
Oh.
faster timing. And because of their hesitation, now Benji here before
หา
the
ศพปลา
plant.
หมวด
We'll just close. The body, the neural attack is going to be revealing the positions. Make it a bit easier here for Benji with that door broken. Arena chanting his name. They want to see it. Top form from Benji and he's going to be tested. Now he's going to get his chance to take that fight forwards again. Forwards again. Almost there with a transfer. But it's out of a 3-piece. Saves them, puts a round on the board. Another one added.
เกือบทัน
2
เฟอ
for
ร์ได้
now for Giants, but it matters massively.
Certainly does. That's a huge one. Taking down Woot is enormous in his position there. The pathing was nice from Ara. Put a lot of pressure down. And Woot was having to look in both directions.
ไหม
which is
ดิ
why
ฟิวดิ
Cyclus gets such a
ไม่
huge
ไม่
kill.
ได้ฟิวดิ
Look though
Fan
at the
here.
reactions.
ไม่ได้วางจะได้ฟิวได้ยังไง
Benji's
มาแล้ว
talking about it a little bit. He's like, oh man, I could have had that, I could have had that. Ara is locked in. That's the difference in tension between these two teams right now because the scoreline is Heretics kind of running away with things.
Yeah.
A round like that is absolutely required for Giants to stabilize at all.
And calling a timeout, this would have been before they ended up winning the round, probably as well.
เดี๋ยวจบเร็วไป
But it's upcoming
ให้เขา
one,
ไปสัก
assuming
ราว
that they were
ได้
probably
ยิง
going to
ดี
be
เก
losing
ม
that one on the weaker bye, but
I think it's a good time to call a
It still
timeout
is.
either way though
Yeah.
because you
Chụp
still
liều bay
need
để
more
phía
of
mới
these
sân.
rounds. And if the coaches have identified something, if Pipson's got an idea about where you want to be putting the pressure in order to find that entry in. Because the B splits that Giants have been going for a lot.
จบเร็วเลยก็ได้ฮิเลติกอ่ะ
You have to take so much time to deal with those trips being thrown
ซื้อ
out
คืนก่อน
by Benji.
ซื้อความเชื่อใจคืนก่อน
Through very quickly, and Team Heretics anchoring on B has been
อัน
spectacular.
นี้เขาเรียก
too.
ว่ายังไงคือ
So I don't like
ไม่
the
เชื่อ
idea
ใจ
of
แต่แอบ
carrying on
เชี
in
ยร์
that direction,
อยู่
but
ไกลๆใช่ไหม
a couple of A splits might
เรีย
be
กว่า
a nice idea. Benji's already
เชียร์
ahead
แบบ
of it,
หมด
though.
ใจ
He's
ไง
got trips put down
เชียร์แบบหมดใจ
towards
มัน
Tree.
มีด้วยพี่
มีเชียร์แบบหมดใจอ่ะ
เชียร์แมนยูอะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะ
ตอนเนี้ยก็เมื่อกี้เชียร์แมนยูพี่โหสาขึ้นสตรีมช้านั่งดูบอลแป๊บหนึ่งใช่ไหมแต่ว่าเปิดมา
it's the trouble the Giants are running into
ตั้งใจดูเลย
every single option that they were
แม่งยิงจุดโทษไม่เข้า
taking. A chance for Boo to get
กด
involved.
ปิดเลยไม่ดูต่อละ
Sees a lot of presence.
ยิ่งกว่าหมดใจอ่ะทีมเนี้ย
โอ้โห
So
เหมือนกันเลย
inserting somebody into A-man, going back, trying to play this through mid. Push back.
Chụp thua
Either
mấy
of the
không
duelists
thì-
might be contesting you in this smoke.
แล้วไม่เข้า2 ทีติดได้ไง แล้วคนยิงแบบ
Might
ปก
even
ติ
make
ไม่เคย
it
พลา
feel
ด
like a B split to begin with, and this drone down mid is aiming to accomplish that.
Hello, as a punish onto the drone that's occurring. Rians trying to take this. Counter
punish.
Oi.
wide counter.
Oi,
To try and
oi, oi,
punish him, but is there any sort of damage being
Ôi,
done?
dính
And
một-
it goes whiffy on either side. Real just shots in the dark, nothing off the sound cues, but
But there are 3 players in position right now on the defense side to stop some kind of B split from coming through.
what about the A split?
And Miniboo's starting to lean in that direction now.
Microphone muted.
รายการใหญ่ไม่มีแบบเสียต่อน้องนายรู้เปล่าว่าพี่เคยไปแอฟริกา
Could get dangerous for him very,
ข้างล่าง
very
อ่ะ
quickly.
มีวอดก้าให้ชงผสมแบบ
Right read by just
buffet
leaving
อ่ะ
it completely open.
Smoke back on cooldown here for a minute. For Boo at least. Now it's going to attack though. No utility.
แต่รายการใหญ่ไม่ท
Anchor in and play around, but that's a shorty into the hands of Aaron. He's looking to send it forward. Boo! Boo! He's just running and gunning. It's madness.
ไม่ได้วางครับ
Towards that tail end of the site, but he's bought time for the reinforcements. Mini Boo.
อุ้ย
Getting active and involved into the fight. Woot! From on top
เฮ้ย
of the shoulder, and it leaves it to West Side in that 1v3
ได้วางกันเถอะ
time of the essence. Not gonna be easy
Wee,
for him. Not
Wood.
gonna be easy for
โว้ว
What is that from
โว้ว
Incredible.
ขอบคุณพี่วูดที่ทำให้เขาไม่ได้วางใช่ไหมไม่งั้นเมื่อกี้มันวางแน่ผมบอกเลย
เป็นเรื่องนะเมื่อกี้วางอะ
And here Boo throws down this smoke. This smoke requires Giants to do something like that where they double jump in with shorties to try to clear it. It buys time for defensive rotates. It allows Boo actually to get a double kill. It's maybe a bit lucky, but the way he plays it is really beautiful.
ใช่เหรอคิวลูกข้อเหรอเมื่อกี้พี่ลอกเอฟยังผิดอยู่เลยเมื่อกี้
And the weaponry is
พี่บอก
just
ออ
not
เทอร์
there.
เอ้าอ๋อพี่เอ้า
ผมบอกว่าออเทอร์ตอนนั้นเพราะว่าในลิสต์มันไม่มีวูด
Listen, he was trying to break the
อ๋อพี่ไม่ได้ดูชอยไงจริงๆพี่อยากตอบวูดเว้ย TFT อยู่เมื่อกี้
วูดมันมีไอ้นี่มาเชลก็เลยแบบออเทอร์
ทีฟที่มันตึงจัดเมื่อกี้เลยแบบกำลังสมาธิอยู่
ผมเคยสแปมคนตายด้วยจากในไซต์เนี่ยเข้าไปตรงประตูเนี่ย ตรงมาร์เก็ต
โหยาก
ยิงแบบ2
I
นัด
like the
เข้าหัว
idea
2 นัด
of
เลย
pumping
เป็
the
นน้อม
brakes here because Team Heretics have gone into this
จ
passive
ริงๆน่าจะจริงจังอะ
now
นะ
Rian's
ไปยืน
ซ้อม
สักจุด
Look to try and hit
ซ้อม
first
มัน
when
จะ
you
ง่าย
want to try to punish an info push like this. Can Giants find
ก็ไอที่รอบที่เราไปก็คือแก้วเลดบูอะไรแต่มันผสมไงผสมมีให้เลือกเต็มไปหมดเลย
They did
มี
pick
ใส่
up
มั่ว
another
หมดอะ
rifle though with Mini Boo dying and
Microphone
passed it over
activated.
Grabinho and Flickless.
Now they make their move though, scaling into the site. The players, what is this
Oh.
time being taken? They're just gonna raw push straight through the smoke. Not much util being used, and that's gonna be punished for it. Side though, it's the TP towards the back. Moves
อุ้ย ผม
that mark. Flickless drops, but Boo still towards the back.
โอ้โหเว็บไซต์
Seconds left. Looking to
เฮ้ย
move in a
ทันเหรอ
direction. The door has to be broken.
ไม่ทันเว้ยขอให้เดินชมกำแพงติด
It's a 1v2 form still, but the position
สะดุดบันไดสะดุดยอดหญ้า
There should just be
ติดกำแพง
barely there to get the
บู
plant.
ตายแล้ว
Pretty close. I mean, if that
Gotta get kill anyway.
Okay, Boo dies anyway.
Oh,
The door had not been
Tipty
broken
Soklo.
over to, you know, if the door had actually been lowered. Maybe.
อะไรของมัน
Maybe
เนี่ย
there's a world where that.
ไม่งั้นมันเป็น
is,
เท่าไหร่แล้วเนี่ย
a very
9-1
weird
แล้ว
ending
เนี่ย
there.
ไหลยาวนะ
In the
เอ
end.
อ
Collecting Miniboo, who overstayed his welcome, as you were talking about, suppressed, couldn't gate crash.
ไม่แผลเหล่า
But
ที่
from a macro perspective, I like the adjustment from Giants that they take all of that space, make it feel like a B split, and then hit the brakes heavy. It puts Rians and Benji in a weird position there. And as they exited the site, Giants pounced. Now Flickless back with ult in hand.
Again,
Normally-
the same anti-setup here by Benji.
Yeah, normally going through mid with the KOL is a nice idea. You're just more likely to tag onto a Cypher or any of the other players that are playing off-site positions.
Bound to be a slow round here by Giants with Ara picking up that operator.
Well, it also looked for a moment there like Rians was droning mid for Miniboo to try to fight off it. They might want to try to take this engagement before Giants can set up for an exec. Yeah, look at him here,
Gearing up.
tripled up.
There's no smokes in your face. Might be spoiled. Clouds holding a drone.
ยังแต่เทียร์สองได้หมดแล้วนะบัส
Corner, Benji's going to be breaking that. But if you see the Cypher, that pushed into mid, alarm bell should be ringing.
Absolutely.
Dart, broken, along with that flash, doesn't really quite connect in time. Trying to be used in conjunction with one another. That knife towards the floor, though, and that's Rian's going to be spotted out.
อ๋อที่หนึ่งได้เอ้ยอ๋อได้แล้ว แต่ห้ามเอาขึ้นปะ
Smells off. Something's fishy.
อเมริกายุโรปอเมริกายุโรปได้หมดแล้ว
Ara posted.
He's going to get his chance. Where's that bullet corner? Right, we've
ห้ามเอาขึ้นในไอ้เนี่ย
It's gonna be a no command.
เฟรนไชส์อะ
Going off here over towards the A side. It's up to Woot and Boo. See what they can do from this spot. Boo again laying it down with the damage, but that's an instant
โอ้โห
resurrection.
ไม่ซ้ำก็ไม่สแปมสโมกที่เดิมที่มันยิงได้ง่าย
Good maneuvering.
ๆ ง่ายนิดเดียว
The gaps, finding the
Boo.
weak spots where Team Heretics just didn't quite have the bodies for it.
Huge respect to the Giants coaching staff for calling that timeout and making a couple of good round adjustments
พูด
off
ได้
the
ไงว่า
back
จุด
of
เริ่มต้นเลย
the thrifty round that they put on the board. They got a thrifty, they come in, they tweak a couple of things, and now they're putting together a pretty respectable attack half. Of course, winning the pistol, you do ideally want more than 4. But at the same time, Heretics came back and won the second round, so you can't be too picky. You gotta go with what you get. And like I said, when these two teams played in EMEA, it was actually the defense side that was really tough for Giants. The double duelist comp just kind of ran over them.
ห้ามให้มีภาพในลีกเลยครับผม
Very, very solid on their defense.
Microphone activated.
Tend to throw a lot of good ideas when they're on the defensive halves of a lot of these maps. Proactivity
Yeah.
being the real keystone.
But But I think on this map too, they do such a nice job of balancing the proactivity, the aggression on their defense with the more solid setups.
That's crazy.
พี่ไม่เอาแล้วแต้มพี่ตรงพี่เตรียมอ่ะ
That didn't matter because Arrow
สายบนมันพังพี่ก็เลิกดูแล้วครับผม
Microphone activated.
could have been an Aspas kebab.
Really
เฮ้ย
good.
ต้องมีอยู่แล้วหรือเปล่า
Dish them out.
บูสต์โอเปอเรเตอร์ด้วย
Especially the other day.
สไนอย่างต่ำหนึ่งอันอาจจะเปิดอันตีมาเก็บอีกสอง
Giant X one step away from making it very respectable if they can bring it to 7 to 5.
Yeah, that'd be a great
Let me
attack
heal.
half.
ยังไงก็มีอันนี้
They seem to have hit on something
เป็น
that
ไป
is
ไม่ได้ที่จะไม่มี
well up into the one ways, a flash primed and ready.
นี่ไงมาละ
Stray spam, just trying to dominate and insert themselves in through A main.
Woot with knives and an op. Flickless still with his 0 point available to
How's this
take
going?
that away. Looks like over towards Jenny, roughly where about Boo is playing. Could be for Heaven though to stop the planners coming through.
That's going to be information gathered. Boo, what are you going to do about this now? Conventional drift, but your
Oi.
team might need you onto the side with the guns already out.
หนึ่ง
Knives,
ผมมาก
forwards
ผม
again. Right click, decimates, slicing and dicing and
ผม
halfway through, and the operator
good.
has the cherry on top.
ตี
A deep TP from Grabina will finally punish and it leads it into the 1v1. Benji saves it for Heretics, 8 to 4.
กระบวนท่าป่ะเมื่อกี้
กระบวนท่าพี่วูด
It's Benji with the
Lan Thu.
1v1 clutch in the end, but my god, what a round from Woot. Flickless would have been hoping that 0 point took the knives away. That was looking
ตัวแรก
like
แอบ
2020
เว้ย
original
ตัว
pre-nerf
สอง
jet that he was pulling out here.
ตัวสองโอ
Look
เค
at that play.
Crazy stuff.
Get this guy off the Viper.
ตัวสามวัย
A little bit more of that, please. Heretics definitely going to be happy with that. An 8-4 half.
ดาว
Not
เลย
with the scoff that whatsoever. A fantastic bounce back as well from being sent down here into the lowers.
ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวแบบหน้าเอาวูดไปเล่นไวเปอร์เดี๋ยวเกมมันจะ
Lewis
ง่ายไป
standing by though with
โอ้
one of
โห
Benji Fishy's
ได้ดูแบบ
biggest
สามแน่
supporters take it away.
แต่นี่8-4นี่ไม่น่าไว้ใจนั่นน่ะ
Et
Votre
le
langue,
meilleur
puis
ami
Wood,
de
ouais.
Benji, Rhys, m'a rejoint ici à
Ou puis,
Paris.
son duel,
It's a
ou
pleasure
Yolo.
to welcome you, Rhys.
Bye.
You're Benji's best friend here in Paris, so welcome. First of all, it's beautiful to see how involved you've been, you know, in his career, in success. Always.
เอาหรออารามันเอาหรอหรือเปล่า
It's not the first event you've attending to root for him. So, what's the cutest thing you've done for
Allah
Benji
ผมรู้สึกเอาหรอปะ
and his team, let's say?
I mean, I've been here every single step of
ไม่เพราะว่ามันแพ้ปืนพกใช่ปะ
came to Shanghai and
เบนจี้สมัย
I've even done some
มันแพ้ปืนพกมันดีโควิน2วิน3มาซื้อโอเปอเรเตอร์
against G2
แล้วก็ไม่มีตังค์อีกอะไม่ซื้อเอาหรออาราไม่ซื้อเอาหรอ
banning the map against
ไม่
พี่ที่บูซื้อ
Well, at least you were giving it. Donc,
Oui.
première question, t'es
On a pris
super
à la-
investi dans la carrière de Benji. C'est pas le premier événement.
ว่ะฝั่งบุกไม่น่าหรอกมั้ง
Mignon que t'aies fait, pour lui, bah oui, je suis venu à Shanghai, je suis
ซื้อ
venu à
มาเชล
je le suis depuis
ฝั่งบุกอะ
j'ai
ไม่ซื้อเอาหรอ
fait des strat, j'ai passé 5
ไม่ซื้อ
heures
มัน
de la map
เลิกแล้ว
pour
Mais c'est-
qu'au
mais c'est-
final, il la banne dans un BO3. And second question, you've been knowing Benji for years, you've been playing with him and stuff. So if you could steal one of his skills or maybe one of his traits, what would it be and why?
เป็นที่มันจะ
Yeah,
ยิ้ม
I
จริง
think,
เหรอวะ
ยิ้ม
Benji's
What
one
me
of the most caring, kindest
โอ้
people
มันยิ้ม
to
เกือบ
ever
ตลอด
meet.
อะ
And it's hard to find that in the world. And I think if I had that,
โด
I'll
น
be
ไอ้พวก
very
รีแอค
happy
เพล
and
เยอร์
I'm
นี่
proud
ไม่น่า
to
ไว้
call
ใจ
him a friend.
Wow, beautiful words from his best friend. Donc, deuxième question, si tu pouvais piquer quelque chose à Benji, trait de personnalité, skill, ça serait quoi? Ça serait sa gentillesse, c'est la personne la plus tendre que je connaisse. C'est vraiment, vraiment quelqu'un de bien, and I think he's very lucky to have you too. Reed, thank you so much for joining me, and let's see if the best friend buff can help Team Heretics close this ascent.
Josh, when are you going to start anti-shredding teams for me and ranked?
Yeah, I mean, the hidden strength behind Team Heretics coaching staff, apparently.
That's
That's
honestly is.
It's
That's so
incredible,
sick.
isn't it? Let's take a look at the Coinbase Eco report. Have a look at Rienz, who's been absolutely shredding on that defense half. Ignore the KO damage, though. That presumably is from when he's been knocked on the floor. But the rest of it, you saw him anchoring so many spots there, especially on the B site, playing a phenomenal game, over a kill per round. But now they have to do it on attack. And I think this is where the pressure really gets put onto Giants. Especially if they lose pistol here. Heretics comp just has so much explosivity with the double duelist that they run.
สรุป
It
ยิ้ม
can
ไหม
be
เบนจี้
very tough to stop.
ยิ้ม
See, can Giants back to back get a pistol round
No,
nice and
Benji
early at
มา
the
ขึม
start.
ครับ
It's gonna be
โห
dealt with
เมื่อกี้
nice early as
ไม่ขึม
well.
แล้ว
For that, the players starting to
ไม่เก็บทรงแล้ววัน
rotate
เนี้ย
the move. Team Heretics looking to speed this one all the way up. Boo putting his body on a line to set his
นี่
team
ไง
up
วูด
นี่ไง
for success. Woot It's an instant answer with 2 knocked away.
ยิงหมดอะ
เหี้ยอะไรวะ
310องศาอุ้ย
ไวเลยขนาดนั้น toppling on the side of Giants
ดี
and
คอนบอกโอ้
Heretics.
กูผิดอะไร
Smiling all day long.
เดี๋ยวเบนจี้ยิงเว็บไซต์เสร็จหันไปแท็กท่าประจำกับมูดยิงไม่กล้องไป1 ทีชู2 นิ้วด้วย
Clearing the appropriate angles.
มันแท็กท่ากับบูธแต่มันไม่ยิงไงเรื่องจริง
All advantaged up here, making a bit of noise at the drop down. So now Westside has revealed his position and time taken
เว็บไซ
away.
ต์เครียด
Doesn't know
แม่ง
where
อยู่
these
ไหนกัน
players
วะ
lie. Re-ins at the peak, but he doesn't give away his life. Dart forwards for that first tap. Another answer towards it. Benji
เนี่ยไม่ยิ้ม
puts
เล
the
ยนะ
finishing
ตึ
blow
งๆอยู่
onto Westside. 9-4 now. Heretics starting to steamroll.
เอ้ามันยิงเฉยไอ้สัส
Saving the 0
มึงก็ไม่ได้มองหน้าเพื่อนแล้วมึงยิงไม่ไข่
Who doesn't care?
Man,
As you
yeah.
said, he's just bunny hopping his way in to play his duelists, his big players, his fraggers into the round. Boo's happy, I think, similar to Boaster. He's happy.
Guys, I'm entering.
เจิมโอ้โหไม่หลุดแน่นอนน้องเจดูพี่เจิมขบวนเมื่อกี้ไป เป๊ะ
It's Angel S.
จริงยังมึงอารมณ์ดีนะ
วันนี้ไม่โดนล้อน้องทันนี่รอดไป
แม่งไม่ซื้อรอจริงแผนเนี่ยไม่ค่อยถูกใจหรอกพี่
เฮ้ยแล้วอะไรอะ เมตาติงเกอร์ตอนนี้
พี่จำไม่ได้แล้วจะเสียลาว
just in case your opponents
ระยะทำการเล่น A เนี่ยไปมีพอได้
อันนี้คือสงสัยนะถ้ามันซื้อสติงเกอร์ใช่ไหมอ๋อตังค์มันเหลือ1,000 กว่า
Any situation.
ทำไมวะ
and still gives you a lot of money to be able to play with in the future.
A real stack here from Giants on their eco.
แล้วดูเกาะ125หมดเลยโคตรน่าแพ้เลย
Do a bit of damage. That drone's gonna be
นี่ถ้าฝั่งนู้นมันรวมใจกันโยนเอารอให้คนหนึ่งนี่หมดเลยนะ
How many players got tagged up, but could be seeing Grabinho in hot water.
แพ้วะ
That dash is active.
แพ้วะ
Who wants to go off of it? There's also a TP deeper into the side. Updraft over that paranoia sweep. It's going to go on either side here, but the body's just top on a fall. West side is getting active. Joined himself really into the fight here, but it's all controlled. The chaos of it. Heretics in a prime spot now to get that plant down. A bit of calm now reinserted. As Cloud is left into that 1v3 without any guns to do it.
Focusing on getting another ult point
เจอไม่ดี
towards Mini Boot.
That door breaks. Yeah, he's going to
Surely
take
going to
that
get run
fight.
down. Small micro thing to have a look at here. Grabinho had his paranoia prepped at the back of Jenny. And the timing that Team Heretics took was right as the smoke in main was about to fall. So this
มันซื้อเกาะรีเจนกันด้วยนะ
because Grabinho was actually refreshing the smoke just as the pop came
วิ
through.
ทีมเฟิร์สบัตเราที่ออก แต่แอนครับผม ปืนอย่างนี้
Small moments like that can get you an advantage.
ดูดิดูดิ
And now 5 stingers still as they go into their bonus round.
ปืนนะใจแอนดีกว่า
ยังไงก็ใจแอนเฟิร์สบัต
Can't stop him with a flash, can't stop him with a knife.
หรือว่ามันจะสติงเกอร์ทุกวินวะจะได้มีตังค์ซื้อปืนทุกวิน
6 on their map
เมตาใหม่
Giants. Tough ask. Gonna have to answer back rapidly.
ฝากมินิบูเอาเชลีฟไปยิงหัวเขา
Put your foot down. Assert your
ไม่แห่ไว
authority.
อะดิ
Very
แล้ว
spread
มัน
out
ซื้อ
across
ปื
the
น
map
แบบ
for
เล่นอย่าง
now.
นี้เล่นช้าเหรอ
But Heretics are taking this one cautiously themselves.
มันต้องคอนแทคก่อนพี่
Bit of space in for a mid, even insert
เนี่ยเหรียญเปิดให้
onto Cat.
เปิดยังไงอ่ะ น่าจะโดนเปิดทั้งแง้มไปเมื่อกี้
Making sure to hold down that shift key. Make no signs of life, no
แต่
sound
เกาะ
cues
ข
to
อง
give
กี
away
เอ็ก
where
นี่แม่ง
exactly you could be
ส
landing,
อง
and
คน
it
ที่
seems
เกาะ
like
มัน
B
เป็น
is the
หน้า
call.
โดนเนี่ย
น่าโดน
using the camera
ดูดิ
as the B main
โอ้โห
control
แล้ว
measures
150
slightly
อยู่บี
deeper.
หมดเลยดิ
Able to look on the other side of the smoke.
นี่อ่ะ
Flickle is starting to get the read though. No, he's just jump spotting over towards mid, but he'll be there fast with really good support util.
TP onto the one side, it looks like, and that's going to be a shot to remove that trip. Dash, and again, crash forward.
ร้อยเข้าระยะ
Again, it's the
ทำการ
play.
ครับ
Clone potentially to absorb a bit of that aggression, and it's a shot fired off, and a flash in the face of
Hey,
Cloud.
Mini
He's
Boo.
feeling that pressure now, but again, he follows
Yeah.
the traces. He's rewarded. Bullets to the dome for Mini Boo. Dropped out of the fight now, and out
ซื้อ
towards
ปืนไม่
lane.
น่า
He's
นะ
gonna really get inside.
Oi.
Those stingers, they can be nasty business. It's a foul set of action now from Team Heretics. They're really making their mark.
Ow.
Onto this side. And this is a buy round has just gone way too wrong. Giants look to redeem. Look to claw it all the way back. Time is still against them. But again, these weapons handed over into the 1v1.
ชิบไม่เหรียญชอบเล่นท่าเนี่ยเวลาแบบ
Does
ท่าสิ่งแล้วกว่าป๊อปปิ้ง
the A 4K Red Bull clutch again. Get out of here. He's a monster. He can't be stopped. The white
ไอ้
swing
ติงเกอร์
is
มันวิ่งไวกว่า
gross.
วิ่งไวกว่าพวกไรเฟิลอะมันป๊อปปิ้งเลย
Credit to Rians for being able to pull this one
Yeah,
off
so
in 1v2. He had good information on where Grabinho was, and just makes the perfect decision.
อันเดอร์ด็อกว่ะพี่
19 kills.
ได้เหมือนกัน
He is the man.
Got a hot hand right
He's
now.
a top
He's always that consistent performer at these events. Rian's, you're going to get good performances out of him, especially at the biggest events.
เชี่ยมิชชั่นอิมพอสซิเบิลว่ะ
Very hot and cold team.
ไม่อยากเชื่อสายตาตัวเองว่ะ
One player you can always rely on.
Makes it all so much easier for Heretics. The money is in a foul state really for
เมื่อกี้
Giant
ถ้าตอบ
X.
เบนจี้ยิ้มนะ
Throne has to be broken, but not before it tags up Mini Boo, so he
ตอนนี้
will
เท่าไหร่
be
น่ะ
forced to respect this one back. But the
โอ้
outlaw
พี่ไปปิด
อยู่ที่สาม
พี่ไปปิดไอ้ข้อนั้นน่ะ ตอนนี้ท็อปสองว่ะ
Giant X. This is tricky spot. No more info peaks. You will be punished for it. Alright.
ป้าจัดอ่ะ
Looks like he's going to be having to hold back a whole lot
โอ้
more.
ช็อตนี้แบบ
Spot
ตื่น
like
เลย
this. It's an
ตื่น
off
เลย
angle back against the wall.
พี่เหรียญจัดให้งี้
And he's
ตื่นเลย
really intelligent here with a clear runs, and there it is. Locks onto the
โอ้โห
angle.
Very diligent in terms of clearing that position. Giants double
เหรียญ
push
จัด
out
ให้ฮะ
through A main, looking to try to catch Boo.
Yeah.
จีเองแม่งซวย
Who's
ชิบหาย
actually
มา
making
เจอ
the call
ที
to move over towards B main. I don't think they'll realize that
เอง
West Side is
เล่น
this
กันใน
push
โซ
though.
นก็เยอะอยู่แล้วต้องมา
He's
เจอกันเอง
tucked
อีก
out of the cam. Can the Guardian be seen?
That's a rough spot to be in.
I think the Guardian, the tip of it must have been seen by the cam.
บีดันมาเสียมากเหลือตัวเดียว
This is a slow siege routed by Heretics, but it's
Oh!
successful
GG ว่ะ
nevertheless.
จีจีว่ะ
Cracking into the open side of B across the map.
Spike planted.
Players felled on the side of Giants here. This is a brutal spot to
ทุก
be
อย่างมัน
pushed into
จบ
if
เท่า
you're
ที่
open
พี่เหรียญ
map.
เวอร์จัด
หน้า
นะ
โหลด
hit,
ตัดใช่ไหม
Microphone
nevertheless.
activated.
โอเคฮูด
I tell you
They
what,
did
this
Vipers,
is starting to feel very much like how Giants got decimated by NRG.
Yeah.
Think about Ethan's calling in that game, how he was never giving Giants the fights that they wanted to take. A round like this is exactly the same.
ให้มาเก็บออฟ
Heretics
เหรอ
just slowly take space around the map, and over towards A main, a double push comes out from Giants, no one's there. Ara wants to take that fight, really well handled.
อื้อหือ
เป็น
West
สาย
side
หิน
forced to push up, super well handled as well. It's slow, it's patient, and Giants don't really have an answer for it.
It's the question we kind of posed at the beginning of this one. Last ditch attempt here from Giants. Are going to be taking a timeout to see if they can correct the course, right the ship.
นาราแบบเอาเมาส์ควงเล่นแล้วเมื่อ
Tough
กี้
going for them. We were wondering if it was going to be that like flash in a pan. They've had that upsurge in towards that stage 2 playoffs at EMEA. They've carried it forwards in through groups, despite the disbelief of a lot of people. They upset a lot of brackets, but it looks like the playoff stage right now, as it gets to that top 8, the Heat might be a little bit too much to handle.
They were still playing their own game in groups. They were still able to run all of the stuff that you've seen from them before, and they were the ones catching other people off guard. The big difference I'm noticing in playoffs is that NRG and Heretics are completely dismantling that playstyle by never opting into the engagements that Giants want to take. And I think we're just seeing that Giants don't really have that next layer to their game, which is to be expected because the glow up has been insane from Giants. They went from a team that was towards the bottom of the barrel in EMEA, made a few roster changes, brought in Aaron Flickless, and really
ขอบคุณนายสวัสดีครับ
skyrocketed upwards, especially without Robinho actually too. The strats look good, the team style came together, made the finals in EMEA. They have a lot to be proud of, but here they do appear to be running out of gas.
Heretics dead set on defeating the Demons, potentially getting a deeper showcase as well. They do not want to be going out early in another tournament when they've seen such highs in the year prior. Back-to-back finals where they weren't able to get anything going. This has to be where you change the chapter for the better.
And they've got a long, long way through the lower bracket if they want to make that a reality.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's going to be tough, but putting their best foot forward in this match here.
เอาไปก่อน
What
สอง
side is going to be seeing and hearing a lot of that presence. Utah's getting broken in time. Heretics grouped up.
Last time
GG,
there was a
OP.
B-pop that came out from Team Heretics. It might not happen even here. But last time Flickless was sending flashes over the top and he team blinded Cloud. Now normally Flickless's flashes and the way that Giants play around them are immaculate defending B. I don't think it's on Flickless either because he'll have definitely called that flash, but just the chaos that was happening, they didn't get that nice execution working. So keep an eye, even as this hit goes over towards the A site, as to whether Grabinho and Ara can play off some of that KO utility.
TP
เอา
now
ละ
drift from Heretics, looking to put a stop
ลือครับ
here and now to this map. Finish it with a mighty blow.
ปั่นป่วนไปหมด
Clearance and the paranoia is precise. That's the nature of it.
นี่
as
อ่ะ
well. This is picture perfect and Miniboo like a heat-seeking
อุ้ย
missile as an attempt of a rebuttal at least from Giants.
อะไรยังไง
But he doesn't know which way to look.
อะไร
On a swivel, time running short, but that is snappy work. Magnetic towards the dome, still lit up in the process, but time again. The pressure's on them, and he's getting his plan down.
คม
Koreans
อุ้ยพี่เหรียญ
พี่เหรียญแม่นที่สุดในชีวิต นัดนี้
14th finish for the opening map.
ลั่นอะไร
That's
ขนาด
something to be proud of.
That is one of the best individual performances that you'll ever see. Rien's there was
จากหลังที่
magnificent.
เฮลิติก
So many rounds,
พี่เหรียญแบกชัด
and they have Rien's is. But
Hey, a pistol round's a pistol round.
ประมาณนั้นจ่องครับผม
that is weird from both sides. Obviously, Rien's is going to be feeling the worst of the two. Okay, I mean, that's a pistol. That is a pistol that happened in the game of Valorant.
The Giants needed it. We said at the beginning of this
เอาส
game,
ไลด์ด่วนช็อตเมื่อกี้
close out, I mean, one of these teams will have their year finished.
It's going to take
ๆเอา
some
สไลด์มาล้าง
isn't it?
ตาไหมพี่
ต้องสไลด์
Based on how map one
Yeah.
happened.
It's on paper, all the numbers just point towards Heretics.
You need the Heretics players to be taking their foot off the gas big time for Giants to get an opening and just get that mental back up as well. The last 3 maps they've played, they've been battered, bruised.
The split chord 4, mountain control still there for Heretics.
They can open door with
Yeah,
Paranoia
flipping
here.
a switch, they're going to do it. They want to take the fight towards them. This is going to cut off potential avenue, but the kills need to go their way. Woot,
Yeah,
Headhunter,
Woot.
Nade, pushes west side
Halom.
out. Feels it though with the cam. I mean, they know he's still kicking around that spot, but Giants not to be dismayed. They still get that plant down, locking it
Oi.
forwards. Grabinho, a lot of
Low
damage
on
in
it.
the process, still has that blue room control, but the
Oi,
shots and
ow.
the kills
Ow.
still claimed
Ey,
out.
lương à.
Heretics are here, not messing around, looking to lay claim to the lives of the Giants players that
อ๋อ
remain.
รอประตูปิดเขา
West
เล่น
side being a nuisance from the side.
Ara's got to buy the time.
He's going to do it all, but his
Oh,
head's
he
clean
would.
off. Woot!
คุณบอกขอแก้ตัวครับราวแรกจะต
Shot
ลกไปห
after
น่อย
shot, and a defuse, full stuck. Boo has got this one, and he's got that presence of mind, and his team has his back. The thrifty, straight back. Heretics bring it 1-1.
Ah, it's going to be one of these games, is it?
เฮ้ย
Yeah.
วูดยืนเลย
It's
อะ
going to
พี่
be one of these games, I
อ๋อ
suppose.
จริงนี่หว่า
ปี
วันนี้
เห็นมันยืน
Same kind of thing from map 1 to map 2. Already a little sloppy to open up here, but Woot is heated.
What a performance.
I mean, Woot, you're getting him on Jet and then on Chamber across
วิว
these
อะไร
first
เก็ต
two
ไอรีน
maps.
หนึ่ง
best
เห็น
out of it.
คืนดิส
Yeah,
ลาว
it's-
โน
โอ้ยโนแม่งปืนพก
ถามมาได้ไงคำถามนี้
แล้วมันซื้อมันมีแค่คลาสสิกด้วยประเด็น
Scattered and dashed immediately here for Giants. Still going to try and do their best as well to work the map with a couple of
อ๋
sheriffs.
อ
Great guns
คิว
in the
บาย
hands,
บิลิ
Miniboo.
ตี้ไอ้
The
บู
deadlock
ด
wall
เด
is
น
just
ฮัน
so
เตอร์
annoying
ดู
when
เลย
you're
นับ
on an eco in a
โอ้
spot
โห
like this. Westside would have to spend all of his
ก็
bullets
ว่า
just
ทำ
to
ไม
get
มัน
rid of
ไป
it.
คิว
And
บิลิตี้
that's
ตอนไหนวะ
just not feasible. So Team Heretics can leave
เอ
B
อว่ะ
for
แล้วผมตอบ
now.
ถูกด้วยนะคน
Much more
มั่วๆไป
focus and attention elsewhere, and then
เพิ่ง
return
รู้ว่า
as
มัน
the
นับเฮด
deadlock
ฮัน
wall
เตอร์ด้วย
naturally breaks
โอ้โห
at the end of its timing.
ลืมไปเลยมีแชมเบอร์
It does look like pressure's going to be coming towards Boo here with a paranoia and a jump spot.
That's going to be heard by Westside, I think. Inserted. They're going to be pre-aiming him. Yep. It's lucky that he doesn't die to that.
อย่างนั้นเกมนี้ยูทิลิตี้อันตินี่มีเปอร์เซ็นต์สูง
Dynex now going to be gearing up, looking to send this one full speed ahead.
มีของ
Westside
เบน
even
จี้
want
ของ
to take
วูด
it
แล้วก็
closer.
ระเบิดโหเยอะอะ
Saving the defensive
เยอะ
paranoia
เลย
for the
มี
retake.
เลสิก
Team Viper Orb. Play has to be made by Giants. They can't just sit
Spike
cut
planted.
to the site
But
here.
Lao Nep
Plant is
back,
down in their favor. They need to refind a little bit closer. Looks like they're squaring up again, posturing. Looking for that
ได้ใช่ไหม
ball
รี
down
เทค
to
เนี่
the
ย
waterfall
ได้
side.
เลย
This is where the Omen flash would
ลาย
have
ของ
been amazing if Corbinio had saved it.
Here it is. Satchel cuts it up. Miniboo is right over their heads, and he's straight into
Yeah.
the fight, into the thick of
แม่งโดด
things.
ไปยิงข้างหลัง
Two players done just like that.
Ui.
Look at him go, man. No stopping him.
โอ้โห มินิบู
Heretics.
ไม่สนเลยไอ้ตัวที่เดิน
Short work of it.
ข้ามอาราไปเลย
Giant
ยิ
X
งข้างห
not
ลัง
working with much in that spot.
No, we'll have to see if they're as clean once rifles are on board for Giants. I would like to see them, if they get the read that there's some kind of retake setup occurring, to save a little bit more utility for a post-plant fight. Even if Corbinio had just had paranoia in that moment, I really think that could have turned the tide on an eco of all rounds.
GX นี่
But
สองรอบ
they've
แล้ว
let
ปะ
Miniboo get
แพ้
up
โบ
to
นัสลาริ
a
โค
very early showstopper here, 6-1. And that could easily start a snowball going for Heretics.
ว่าเสียทรง
That
อยู่
would
นะ
be impossible for Giants to recover from early in the half. Are they going to try and GravNet nade this and then push deeper.
Hold on. I mean, he's got this. Oh, here's the showstopper. To clear the corner.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
he did.
เรียบร้อย
Done here.
Oi.
But it's
La, la.
not finished yet. Look at
Holy
this
shit.
guy go.
That was sick. He gets a 2K. Woo. Punished as well.
Yeah.
That was the push out through B main. The idea was that Miniboo was supposed to pull enormous amounts of tension towards him,
โดนจากไหนมา
but
2 คน
Rien's Boo
หน้าบีเนี่ยนะ
taken down.
ดันไปโดน
Ara activating is a huge win condition for Giants.
Spike planted.
2v4, they've got to be favored for this one. Retreating back to more passive
โอ้
positions.
ทะลุหน่อยปะล่ะ
Spike down a post
เฮ้ย
Good
โกน
to
ไป
play from this spot. Needs love though for Miniboo.
High low.
Hold on. Might not even clear this one. Yeah, high low.
เดินชิวจัด
That's the job there. Benji's going to be left in this spot here, but push
เป้า
back.
เป็นจี้
That's
ดู
the
แบบ
right
เป้ามัน
one.
เป๊ะ
Might just like to leave with his
เป้าเหมือน
prize,
แบบว่า
especially
มัน
with the armor intact.
อะไร
But no
ไว
one wants
เดี
to
ย
make a go for it.
กูไม่
They
เชื่อ
got the money.
Throwing net.
8 rebounds. Time ticking though. As that door opens up, looks like it's going to be the wide face, sees and a snake bite. Drops him down. Decay does anything. Can't quite ice the fight in time. So Giants are back 2-2. Drawn at level.
Take a look in the replay at how Ara got these 2 kills. It was supposed to be a big crunch onto everyone. Again, like I said, Miniboo causing the distraction. Gravino tries to go for the outplay, but can't quite. And
ไม่
here's
รอ
Ara.
ดเวลาคุม
โหวาลา
I mean, he does a good job, but that is not a good double push coming out from Riens and Boo there. They're
ทำไมไม่
supposed to be a
สวิง
lot
พร้อมกันวะ
tighter together.
Point delayed.
แอคชั่นเพอร์มินิตเยอะไอ้เบนจี้
Big ult
เป้ามันเลยแบบนี้
spended as well from Heretics looking to try
เป้า
and
เหมือนแอ
convert
คทีฟ
that
ตลอด
round.
เวลา
อืม
ปกติคนประเภทนี้มันจะเป้าสั่น
With an op.
แต่เบนจี้เป็นคนที่เป้าไวแต่เป้าไม่สั่น
Could have really pushed it back. Haunt. Part of the puzzle gone, but he can't quite get rid of the proud.
ไล่สุดไล่สุด
ต่อไปคนเดียวไม่ได้ต้องเรียกเพื่อนมา
Out of him now with that nightfall. It's a nade that rebounds off to the side. Who's going to be really careful in
เก็บ
this
ข้าว
spot.
เก็บของไว้เนี่ย
Prowler, hot on his
เออ
heels.
ไม่ว่ากัน
Specs it, gives him the space.
But again, they've used Paranoia, they've used Nade, they've got a
ต้องเรียก
Seize
คน
and
มา
a Snake
ดู
Bite
ด
to
ของ
fight
ให้ได้
อื
with.
ม
ใครอ่ะ
Huge amounts of
บั
util
ว
here to
เออ
retake
มึ
with.
งวาร์ปหนีได้
Annihilation as well. The bench is going to be holding on to, and here it is. Popped off, ripped off into the corner. Ara's wrapped up now.
โอ้โห
It's a
หาย
lovely
สอง
present here for Heretics, and that is going to set the
อยู่
pace
ดีๆก็เหลือ3อ่ะ
further
เออ
forward. Wait for the kill to be claimed, and now looking to move forwards. That second wave of util forwards again. Miserable, they can't be stopped. They're just marching to victory. The point
Oi!
line. Shot, but
Figlet.
what a play, flickless.
ป้า
Bit
ห
of
น้า
tumbling from him. Nasty work with the rifle in hand, but he's got to do so
อื
much
ม
more.
พิกเลต
Too many bodies
Seal.
to deal with. Overcome towards the end. Bit of min-maxing from Heretics as well, ensuring that they get these ults online.
Great shooting in that round from Woot, the
He hit
headhunter,
the
but
bad
also
chat,
Flickless, obviously. I mean, if Giants are starting to heat up mechanically, if they're hitting better shots, it does feel like they're going to be able to put together at least some moments where the pressure's applied.
วิวสไปแพน
I think one
โน
of the
แพน
big problems here is that they're just running out of util on the C tape. Boo has solo anchored, and then Woot
That
solo
shot was
anchored.
the sickest shot ever.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It definitely was.
Looked good from
ผม
our end.
เขาเองโนแพนเลย
But yeah, the
Wait.
Giants are
Nói
just
đấy.
using too much utility
โอ้
to
โห
take C.
แล้วเขาสตาร์ท A4 อ่ะดูดิ
Have to show the wound here, but that's going to be double central pass. And, well, the horn does connect
Hey,
to
hey,
a
hey, hey.
multitude of players. Heretics are still looking to try and take this fight, but again, it's all
Ow!
Giants. I don't know which way to look. This is lovely. Sidestepping most of that
เหลือ
util.
เชื่อ
Along with the bullets
4
coming
คน
their
ดู
way.
แพ้ปืนพก
No
ด้วย
good
แล้วแบบ
insight now for the taking.
คน
No
มี
chance
แวนดอล
of
แม่ง
Wood
ก็
to
อยู่
really
2
play
คน
himself in.
จนจะโดนปืนพกยิงหมดเล
Ara's
ย
going to be able to get his ult up.
And the
วูด
ult.
บอกขอญาตเซฟ
Flickless still with his for a next round. This
แล้วได้วางเฉยเลย
is just what the doctor ordered for Giant X. They're going to be in a position now where they can start properly building up to a decent attack half. The retakes on C have been a nightmare for them, but maybe if they can just opt into more of these brawls early on at Rubble.
Beating the timing of the grab net, I should say.
Yeah, Ara
Zipped
double
straight
blast back
past,
over
right?
it.
Yep.
I was surprised actually. I thought maybe he'd get tagged by it, but the speed that he had sent him flying through it. And then he's got that horn to be able to play off towards the back. Very obvious ult combo coming in the next round as well. Showstopper into the Viper's pit. And that'll knock Team Heretics down onto an eco if Giants can execute it properly. One of the questions would be, where do you want to go with it? And for Heretics, can they provide enough resistance?
Look at this.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
They are beating the time out of the Rubble fight. Who's in the which way to look? Up top there.
อันติวูดเหรอ
And we'll see what adjustments get made. And it looks like a setup has been switched up on.
สองพอแล้วกัน
They're taking the eco now, Brad.
Okay.
But they could have a
ไปไหน
double
อะ
off
วูด
in this round from Miniboo and Woot.
แทบเฉย
Choosing against it. Potentially looking for something similar here. Just a cam that's broken on the back wall and it doesn't trigger the play that Heretics were hoping and looking for.
They do have the double off.
Yeah, Woot has
is opting
committed it.
towards Rubble. I mean, you want to try to fight them and get a kill like that before Arrow and Flickless can set up their ults.
Rians. First shot accuracy going to be important here, but it will have to respect and pull back away from
หน้า
that
หน้า
crowd.
คอมโบเนี่ย
As
เล
he
ส
sees
เลส
the
กับ
delay,
เฟดอะ
use at the right time for it as well. That showstopper does connect though.
ไปแล้วหนึ่ง
Stopping that explosion towards the back wall. Woot trying to play himself back in. Risks to be taken when he's not really working with much. Woot.
หนึ่ง
Snappy, you can beat a headhunter. It's not reign
ไม่เอาสัก
supreme.
ตัวเลย
The wall has just dropped down in their faces,
Oh,
but Giants
he
are
would.
so eager to opt
Hey,
for
what
this
happened?
engagement. Happy to take the fight against them.
And no pit needed in this one.
เหลือจะเชื่อ
One enemy remaining.
Perfect
Ara,
crosshair placement.
Ara is firing, isn't he?
Locked in.
Getting Ara and Flickless working. It'll make a huge difference. Miniboo with the real operator, not the tour de force, manages to land one of the shots. 4 players, by the way, caught in the grav net from Benji. They just didn't have the people behind it, and Miniboo can't keep that operator. But Heretics will still have enough money to buy in the next. I think they'll be reasonably happy just about getting Ara's ultimate out on an eco. But I also don't think it was a bad decision from Giants. They're up against a double off. Get in there.
อารามันออนไฟแล้วเนี่ยตอนเนี้ย
Get the damage done.
โหแล้วคนเชื่อใจพี่วูดจัดๆอ่ะมีคนที่ไม่เชื่อแค่200คนอ่ะ 7% อ่ะ
Yeah, absolutely. And Heretics are going to take attack
วู
time
ดเลย
out
นะ
here.
แล้วแบบควักอันติเป็นสไนด์ออกมา
แบบโหเชื่อใจจัด
ต้องมีสักคิวป่ะ
เรียบร้อยเลยโดนหลอกหมดทีนี้ ทั้งโลก
Yok team will have to make adjustments. Giants have found something that's working for them.
Well, I think the
Wood
big
FA
adjustment
กันหม
to
ด
be made here by the Heretics coaching staff is how you stop Giants going rubble now. Because clearly your idea about the rubble, the gravnet, the nade, that kind of stuff, it failed enormously in round 6. So your solo hold towards C is working. You're drawing out enough util to set yourself up for a good retake. But if Giants are just going to take A space every round, that's a big problem for you because they can start splitting B, they can go for AXX. Your life's going to become a lot more difficult. So I would imagine that a lot of what Neil Zenio is going to be talking about here is to do with stopping that engagement on the A side of the map. And maybe it takes
คิดเยอะว่ะรอบนี้
4 players. But you want to make sure that Giants are afraid to go there early on. Only 3 committed to this side of the map to begin with. They might go for a re-clear. I'll have a look at the utility thrown.
Goal's going to be broken.
จริงนะคอมพี่นาติกนะเล่นแบบเป็นเล็กให้หมดเลย2ดูเอลอ่ะจบเลย
They did throw Gravnet as well there. But Giants, expecting some level of shift up, themselves were quite cautious here. As it happens, I don't think they would have been punished.
Much different as the setup though, and Heretics might be looking to just fight onto the site. The trademark and the sensors all placed down. It's looking like Fort Knox out there. Woot still postured up onto that mound position. As he's going to be that first line of defense. Part of the reason the C hits have not been going well is because he's absorbing most of the aggression in the util.
ไม่ได้อีกอ่ะ
See if it's the same here. It's a boombox growler. Broken, and he still looks to disrespect. Doesn't snap to it. Can't quite adjust the aim in time, but not just done enough. Wants to play himself all the way back in. But that's a TP into the back by Grabinho. This time will be forced all the way.
มันเริ่มเข้าส่งแล้วแกน
มันรู้แล้วต้องทำไงเนี่ยหนีพี่วูดอ่ะ อุ้ย
แขนแตก
Bit of the elbow poking out. The Viper's Pit, though, will be blanketing most of this area. Billows out. Provides that safety net. Giants can still win this.
อยากจะโพสต์แพนนะ
Grabinho still has his paranoia. Paranoia, snake bite, plenty of tools to try to hold off the retake.
That's what is important. Nightfall is being primed. Looking to let this one rip here.
โดนหมดครับในไซส์ครับ
Sound cues cut away. Looking to take the fight forwards again, but that angle
เฮ้ย
so damn difficult. Grabinho spotted out. Forwards again with that horn, has to break it out, and he's
อุ้ย
multitude of players again. He's overwhelmed.
A no scope.
Multi-layers though to this one, and still it's going to be Giants looking to hold this one down. The line is theirs, drawn in the sand, and there's blood spilling out all the way into it. Damage done. Woot is doing monstrous work again, but to get it down to single digits, time is fully against him. Who knows
โอ้
it?
โหไม่ทัน
Has to
เฉ
play
ย
back, tries to escape with his life and gun intact.
มันนัวจัดอ่ะมันโดน
Giants
ยื้อ
win
นา
that
น
one out.
แต่พี่วุฒิได้ใจมากช็อตนี้
Expensive round. They
Wasn't
fought
he
for
going
every
with-
inch, and Woot was doing
Sat
some
with some
ungodly
door.
stuff with the op inside the pit. But at the end of the day, Giants actually making a really nice adjustment
เดิน
there.
ไปโดนตะโขบแม่ง
Making Team Heretics afraid of rubble, but still ending towards C. Getting that pit down,
โอ้โห
ต่างมัวดูตังค์ก่อน
saving a little bit more util as well if they needed it. Though admittedly, this round coming much more down to the Viper ult.
no
But I think actually that Heretics here are
ไม่มีอะไรเลย
up against the ropes. Their ideas are the ones failing more.
เดี๋ยวให้ทันเตอร์เอาให้
Another attempt early
Nia.
here. Grab that in an age.
The zip.
Sidestep. Giant X want nothing to do with it.
They're playing it exactly the or at least it feels the same from Heretics. They're trying to make it feel like it's only Woot pushed up. He takes a 140 body shot, backs up, but it's Rien's tucked in this corner that's the different layer for Heretics. Woot is playing a bait and switch.
Cloud's util is going to be so damn important. The boom bot at least. There it is. Prowler clears into the corner. That should be expected, but again looking to do that.
โอ้โห
But damage still will be. No lives claimed. It's all Giants
โอ
now.
เคทันเตอร์ทำไมวะ
แล้วไม่ถือเฮดแอนเตอร์ตัวแรกวะ
And because the Prowler, because the boom bot weren't dragged out
เผื่อได้
early
ตัว
by
สอง
Woot,
เลยได้ตัวแรก
Giants had that util to be able to clear Rien's close.
มีเฮดแอนเตอร์ถือ
Gonna
คลาส
run a
สิ
bait
ก
and
เฉย
switch like that.
นี่
Woot's
อ่ะ
got to be a little more bold, but of course he was hit for 140 at the very start of the round.
Good
And the rest of his teammates fall as well. Giants, very disciplined.
Yeah.
Starting to believe in themselves here.
And Kukuka was saying on the desk, Giants, no strangers to the comeback. That resilience that they can show map 2 into map 3. It's what we wanted to see from them. Subvert our expectations, just like they've done for so many people heading into this event.
They are really familiar with losing map 1. That's the meme around them in EMEA. Unfortunately, it's been their map pick across the last 2 series that they've played, so didn't really bode well. But here, good rebound and Ara back with an ult. Mini Boo going the
ต้องได้นะอันนี้ต้องได้
This clash could be explosive.
It could get messy. And he moves forwards. Sliders of angers. He's missed the timing potentially to
Mark level.
strike. Players still forwards though. This is crouched up pixel angle right behind him. Hold on. Showstopper's going to be used on the other side. He thinks this is Aura. He's looking for it.
Ow.
He predicted it. Sees the TP goes on both sides.
Oh,
Both ways of things. A lot of ults
เสียสองอัน
expended.
ตีเดียว
Annihilation to try and round this
กับ
one
กลุ่ม
out.
ไอ้หน้าบีเนี่ย
Will be a 3v3, but that plan is going down without a hitch.
Fabinho and Ara pushing together up through spawn. This is the kind of post-plant aggression I want to see.
So proactive. And no one from Heretics looking to push this one back. Rien's has an inclination about it, keeping his aim well trained onto that spot. Spots it out. Onto Ara. Sees forwards again, but that Nightfall is a big
อุ้ย
connection.
เจอสองด้วยครบ
Two
แล้ว
players of Heretics are spotted out. Rien's feeling that
Oh.
squeeze and the damage done to him.
ยากแล้ววะ GX แม่งสู้มือแล้ววะ
Stand it. Util flying forwards. Team Heretics going to have to take this one together now with discipline, but Benji very much alone
Save everyone.
taking this. The angle's being watched for, and Woot just can only do so much. Operator in hand, trailing out of the fight now, hoping just to escape with his life.
They've done an excellent job here of adapting.
สวยจริง
Giants.
GX แม่งก็ไม่ล่าด้วยนะ
This
เพราะว่า
round
แม่ง
going
แบบ
for
ว่า
the C pressure into a double
Dần
B
dần dần.
lurk and
แท็บมาเห็น
double
เห็น
B
ชื่อ
lurk
ไง
falls to
เห็น
pieces.
ชื่อเลยไม่ล่าเล
เห็
ย
นชื่อไม่ล่า
The double push that comes through into spawn is really nice. Ara got a ton of space off the back of his showstopper, and they are starting to abuse heavily the fact that Heretics are only keeping one C anchor in these rounds. They're taking the site easily and taking all of that additional space too. Last couple of rounds of this half, and now the pressure is firmly on Heretics. It's their map pick. It's a map that they've got big results on so far in group stage playing this.
Yeah.
And normally you're expecting people like Woot, people like Benji maybe with the grab nets to be pretty dominant in this half. Instead, Giants have navigated those threats really well.
Yeah,
Better
yes.
and better as the half's gone on.
Exactly, either skipping past it straight away, or they hear the presence of the util and they just avoid it, skirt it. It's what a lot of teams have been doing against them, actually.
So here, second timeout burnt in this map for Heretics
Yeah.
as we approach round 11.
Only 2 rounds left in a half as well, so burning that second timeout
Very
spells it out,
expected.
really. I think that they feel like they need these last 2 rounds.
And they're on an eco coming into this one too. It's a weird buy because Miniboo's going to actually force up a rifle with the op. Going for a Guardian in the end here, but still can't afford even a Boombot, or at least doesn't want to go for it because he wants to keep the money alive for the next. These are the spots where Heretics need to rely on their aim.
Another grab there. Nothing to be comboed with this one though.
ไม่ได้ครับน้องจ๋าตอบง่ายๆเลย
Straight past this one. Woots waiting in the wings. Operator forwards, but that Boombot glides past. Doors open just for a
โอ้โห
second.
ไม่ออกไปเลยวะ
Doesn't see any action though.
เอาสักตัวหนึ่ง
Very good at biding their time and waiting it all out. They don't want to be overextending themselves into the weaker buy of Heretics.
Yeah, really good patience, not offering Woot anything.
Could be dangerous. No, not quite. West side. Forwards again. Ara.
เป็นเรื่อง
But his team reins off into the
ตา
back.
มตัวเองด้วยนะประเด็น
But a shot's not quite connecting for him.
Riens is having an absolute stinker after how he dominated on Ascent 3 and 11.
No charges.
Miniboo bought the Guardian in this round to try to make a bit of a difference in a 2v4. Looks likely that that investment was not worthwhile.
Rough going, both the brothers going to make a go, but again, Boo being dropped, and Miniboo follows shortly after. 8-3 for now. Timeout was taken from Heretics, probably leading to this round here, but as we were saying, both timeouts being used by them.
โอ้โห
It's
เว็บ
how
ไซต์
much they want to at least round out this first half.
แม่งยิงไว
So
มาก
aware of Woot there. As the door rotates, you know, the Boombot pushes him back, nobody gives him a peek, hiding behind the attacker's Viper wall, and then posting up with an Outlaw to punish him the second time around that the door is tapped. Really, really good awareness of where he might have been playing, because usually he's just been posted on C.
เฮดช็อตอยู่แล้วเฟิร์สคิว
Rifles across the board for Heretics, and a round that they must win to close this out 2-0.
Woot versus Ara potentially here. Another Prowler as well is going to be spoiling the party. Woot hoping for the easy angle, and what a peak!
เนี่ย
Second Prowler committed,
ข้อเสียของ
already
แชมเบอร์
knows
นะ
with an opening pick like that. Giants
มัน
on
เล่น
the
คน
right
เดียวออก
track.
มาตัดอะ
Again, phenomenal
แล้วไม่เจอแบบ
awareness of
พาว
how
ล
to
ง
play
พาวเลอร์
against
เนี่ย
the chamber. Really good prep and excellent execution.
That really weakened the
หวังว่า
defense
โค้
of
ช
Heretics.
หวังว่าโค้ชเขาเห็นอะไรบางอย่าง
To really rely on over towards C. Riens is very much alone here. C Mount steadily being taken a slow C.
เสียของ
คาด
แต่
เดาได้การเล่นของแชมเบอ
Miniboo
ร์
Benji
เออ
gonna have to take a
เสีย
gamble.
ของวะเอาวูดไปเล่นแชมเบอร์
Actually, that wall stops him from getting the pivot back into B, so Westside has to break it and doesn't in time.
เหมือนแข่งกับคนอื่นแล้วเอาลูกตุ้มยึดขาอยู่อะ
Benji holding it, Nate, nice and close. It's just going to be used pound for pound here, but again, that waiting game of Giants. You know that it's Heretics that are overextending into them, looking for the play to be made. Players down.
Great patience again, wait out the grab net.
Boo catching Flickless though could be brutal.
ทำไม
It's
ชอบ
Flickless who
ตัด
gets the
ภาพ
better of
เว
it.
ลาคนจะยิงกัน
He's going to be calling for the rotations. Guys, get the hell over here. The A side is entirely
จะ
open.
ตัดไปดูกรงเล่นนกทำไม
This one now to do some real damage off from the side. Satchelo cross up onto the angle, and he's got the spike. Special delivery with a package. Miniboo's in. Ripping off the one head there. Arrow's going to be diff, but again, that spike was delivered to the side in time. Benji, 1v4. Heretics just been worked, beginning to end here on this half. Cam, timing to be taken here, and he does. Bullet to the temple, west side dropped, but the hand reveal with Rubinho. He didn't get it, the rest of his team had his back for it. 9-3 for Giants.
Great resilience shot.
เป็นเรื่อง
This team, with 3 rookies, has just had such a rough performance recently. What a rebound.
Team Ace.
ไม่เขิด
ไม่เคิร์ดอ่ะ
ถ้าไม่ใช่2ตัวเอลพร้อมแพ้ทุกทีมตัวนี้ แพ้ได้หมดเลย
de Benji. Thank you so much for joining me, Enzo.
We saw that fire on the side of Giants X. They were able to bring this one back as well, digging deep in the process in some of the most tenuous and stressful stage that they've ever really played on. They're up against familiar opponents in the form of Heretics, that regional matchup as well. Could be, we were talking about it, umming and ahhing, whether it's probably going to be helping them get their nerves a little bit back in order here, but let's take a closer look at the Coinbase Econ report. Plenty of players to take a gander at.
I think they've done a great job of solving their mental, and it really is important that Ara comes online. And he has. He had a brutal performance against NRG. Came out in Ascent, the team got rolled. I think it takes a lot to be able to rebound mentally in those kind of spots. And I also think it's an absolute must to have this guy firing. And he is. Now they're going to be on the defense. If he can keep it up, I think that Team Heretics, their comp does tend to be defense-sided, or at least it should be. Giants, they need a clean exit to this to this map. You don't want to let Heretics back in.
No. Definitely don't. They're a team that have their own demons looking to defeat in that lower bracket. These squads hoping to make a run of things. Early fight there by Woot onto the chamber, but a rendezvous. Pulls himself back there, not able to get the kill he was looking for, but Giants looking to really creep their way all the way forwards. They have that deep A rubble control. Prowler potentially to re-clear Woot out. There's pressure occurring onto the other side of things as well. It's Team Heretics again, gearing up for that. Exec coming into this, grab net is a good connection. Woot overwhelmed. This is going to be coming out. Double.
เสียเวลาเจอหมัดหน้าด้วย
is working out. Giants might only have 2 bodies, but they're doing work. And dishing out the damage.
Really clean so far.
Benji looking to square up as well. Potential for him to get that kill, but Woot's position is just a little bit too obvious in that spot there. So a pistol round under the belt of Giant X now means that they are firmly in the driving seat.
That's absolutely.
มันสามารถแบบแมปที่ตัวเองเลือกโดนแบบ13-3-13-4ได้เลยเหรอ
In clean fashion.
แบบสลับเทรดแมปไปเนี่ย
10 to 3 up.
Enemy remaining.
Heretics
มีให้เห็น
having a much more difficult time compared to map 1. The momentum is utterly flipped. Even just the rifling just looks so accurate, so
เว้ย
precise.
เทเลติกมีปัญหาเรื่องคอม
Yeah, the Giant X players are hitting.
โค้ดมันไม่รู้ต้องทำยังไง
It's going to be breaking a trip, but doesn't account for
ดึงศักยภาพผู้เล่นออกมา
แอดเซนก็มีให้เห็นเมื่อกี้ใช่ไหม
as well.
จับมันเล่นแชมเบอร์อะไรก็ไม่รู้เนี่ย งงว่ะ
Potentially it's just a 1-player holding, but as the one-ways refresh, it does give away the job a little bit. Giants have full control, positioning across the map here. Exception being that B main angle.
Which is where Boo's going a little exploring, but
Seen the hand.
yeah. TP across. Robinho exits. No snake bite available, but Grabinho is still with the paranoia, so they've got plenty of tools to push this back, and it's only classics on the other side for Heretics. It doesn't really look like they're gonna have it in. Prioritizing getting ult orbs, working their way around into B. Flickless there with a snake bite and a wall.
Yeah.
Things looking pretty hopeless here for Heretics. They'd have to pull out magic.
Plant down might just be the best thing they're looking for here. Flickless
Pretty.
wall up and
Ui.
gets one. Cloud waiting onto the sidelines. To deliver a couple of those death blows. That's a snake bite to prevent that plan as well, disrupting the extra money that Heretics were hoping for. And a flood of bodies is going to be
Million
falling through
Doom
with
Taser
it. Spike drop down. Woot go on walkabouts. Able to catch that one as well. The shots are just going to be going wide as anything here. 11 rounds now for Giant X.
This has got to be giving them so much more confidence that they can close this series out. Looks completely here like we're headed over towards Bind, which is an unusual map, to be honest. We'll talk more about the compositions once we get over there, but for now, Giants have got to try to keep all of this momentum going. Make sure that you're still feeling really
ต้อง
confident
ได้
as
ครับ
you
วินนี้
close this
ไม่งั้น
map.
ไว
Heretics looking to try to take a little bit of forward space. Giant X fighting over Mound. They can tap open this door at any point. Try to put pressure on Benji if he was scaling. And all of this designed to just drive you into West Side.
Yeah. It's a weaker setup, roughly. I mean, one of the trips committed towards that from B angle. There's another kill trip over towards Tree. Wall up as well prevents a hard committal here from the Heretics team. So we'll see them back away. Just an insert of Wood looking for the backstab while they look to re-explore elsewhere.
And they have dismantled this triple mound setup. It's a very
Open
early
seat.
defense rotate for Giant X.
Door opens. Point overhead, a bit of clearance, but again, the bodies are so stacked over towards it. I think Rubinho has realized that, oh, we made a bit of a mistake.
Yeah. He's quite late, though, on the pivot back.
He's going to be the lone one to hold this one back. Woods
I don't think
forward.
he can.
It's going to be squeezed by this. I mean, the hit's coming through anyway, but surely he goes down. Multitude of
โอ้โห
players in the air.
เว้ย
Playing the body straight
จับกลุ่ม
back
พี่
in.
วูด
Rubinho will
อะไร
give
มัน
him
จะ
the
ขนาด
space.
นั้นวะน่ะ
Doesn't go down with a ship.
30
A
seconds
forward
left.
fight is called for. Heretics are looking to take this one a little bit extra now. Forward again is the thinking. One way and push forwards and ahead of all of it. But again, you're going to be stunned.
ไม่รอครับผม เดี๋ยวชนะจริงขึ้นมาซวย
Looking cleared away.
Activated.
Gearing up, grouping up, still 5 alive. Heretics having to give up on the idea of holding onto that deep CT
They don't want
control.
you,
Wall drop down though.
How do you break that?
Really difficult stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
Riz is just holding it down.
Yeah.
Locking down control of this one still. Players and bodies going to get started.
Yeah.
Moving, kills collected and claimed across the board.
Position
Giant
มัน
X, that's a big grab there. Here in no sound cues, tapping away with a rifle. Boo is fishing and hunting for a couple of these
แพ้จริง
kills, but it's all Giants once more. What a conversion. That's going to bring them up to 12.
And that should be the map sealed
Boy.
away. What a retake there from
คืน
Giant
ฟอร์ม
X.
เมื่อวานเลย
The fact that they're able to get back
ICT มา
through
ได้ไง
all of the deadlock utility is very impressive, and I
รวบ
love this
waterfall
protocol. Dealing with the lurker before you decide to go.
วอลฟอร์
for the
ไม่ก็มี
retake.
วอลอยู่แล้วด้วย
Rian's out in the open. I would be expecting them to try to punish people who are
ปล่อย
breaking
CT หลุดมา
the
สื่อถาม
deadlock
นี่
wall rather than just trying to take straight up fights in
เชื่
waterfall
อ
there. We heard a pretty excited Neilzinho talking about how the fact that the good team Heretics was coming out to play today. We're not going to get a chance to talk to the coaches after this map, but I've got to imagine that the atmosphere is flipped on its head.
Might have flipped the coin again. We'll see. It's a lot of Utah going to be sent flying with that. Sees on top of it. Ara push towards that top box. We'll have to respect most of the pressure that's coming his way. Ara sent flying forwards as well. Makes it feel like there is that heavy emphasis. And bodies now. Players being inserted. Giant X scuttling around. That Caesar's connect. Footless could be in a spot of trouble. And Bova needs some help and needs to bail out. But he's squaring up now to take these fights side by side. Crossfire set up. Heretics though in charge.
อย่าฝืนเลย
Loungely
เก็บแรง
towards
ได้
that
ป่ะ
one.
เพื่อน
Finding all the marks. Crossing out the players.
พลิกเดมเลิกดูไปแล้วครับผมพลิกเดม
Dangerous territory, especially with Westside.
Microphone out.
Chomping at the bit to get involved. What a shot onto Benji. Minibu now looking to put him back. And push him back away. It's a tap of the plant. Minibu again looking to pull most of these players out. Where is the last one remaining that they don't know about? Ara creeping forwards again. This could be it. Nailing a coffin for the map. Ara, the deliverer of death.
13-3-13-4 แมปที่ตัวเองเลือกมาแพ้กัน
Slapping on the
เหลือ
first
เชื่อ
one. The Giant X are straight back in it.
They somehow managed to
ต
beat
ลก
Heretics to a
จริง
more dominant performance
เชื่อ
and closing things out with a 2v4.
Unreal stuff. Time for a quick break. When we return, of course, the analysts are getting us nice and ready.
สูญเสียความมั่นใจว่าที่เหรียญยิงหลังไม่โดนตอนแรกอ่ะ
แอดเกมทั้งเด็กทั้งนี่เลยเหรอ
แพ้ทั้งเกมเลยมันทาร์ตี้แบบพัง
Game changers. It's about competition, pure happiness. It's like a crazy experience. We're making history. It means so much to us.
It's good to be back.
I guess you know what I've been looking for success.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are. And as long as I'm good enough,
Everybody's getting a 4K.
I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby. 全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
Are your Valorant esports instincts next level?
This man is a big player in big games.
Prove it. Put your game sense to the test with the all-new VCT real-time prediction game, Shot Call. It's a Twitch desktop extension available exclusively on official VCT broadcast channels. With Shot Call, you and your friends will be able to call your shots, score points, and earn rewards. Here's how to play. During the official champion streams on Twitch, open up the Shot Call overlay on screen to make real-time predictions by answering questions. Whether it's predicting a Forsaken clutch or correctly calling a site rotate before it even starts, you'll score points, climb a live leaderboard, and have the chance to win prizes. Play along seamlessly with Shotcall's built-in notifications, or open the extension in full to check your progress and see how other viewers are guessing. You can call the shots during Valorant Champions Paris starting on September 12th. Tune in.
แมป3ให้ใคร ดูที่ชื่อสตรีมแล้วครับผม
Microphone activated.
เราทรงประสิทธิภาพเหมือนพี่
แค่ลักกี้เฉยคือเมื่อกี้ทำตามแผนทุกอย่างแล้วแอนโดนสโลอยู่แต่ยิงโดนหัว
He's hit by that classic combo of the waylay going in, dashing in, throwing down the saturate, and then a second player comes in to try to kill the hindered Flickless, and he just hits the shot anyway. Ara Flickless instantly online in the pistol round. That's how Giants are going to win this one if it happens. I also don't really think that we can tell just yet whether Heretics look clean with the execution, because Miniboo did his job. Rien's just got hit by a blinder.
Gearing up now, I see a shorty in your hands. A super dash charged here, double dash towards that lamps area, and oh my goodness, no backup, no backing out. Still
โอ้มันใช้คอมโบนี้รัวๆเลยว่ะ
claimed across the board here.
ทำมา
Most of it slipping past all of these smokes. Backside control is theirs, but that showers is going to be reasserted. Reno could be in a spot above it though. Might be taking a fight that he didn't want to on that time. He's able to damage done, my god. Wrangler's control of the Bulldog. He's able to dish it straight back at them. Controlled by Giants. Could have got really deadly, could have get really dangerous. But every single aspect of that handle towards the end.
This was essentially the exact same round as the previous one, just over towards A. You got the same dash in, throw the saturate, second player comes through. It's just this time it actually worked for Heretics. And Giants' response is to go for a TP crunch, but towards Shower.
แต่ไอเดียดีอยู่นะคอมโบเวเลกับยูรูเมื่อกี้
Giants go for the exact same defensive ideas. Heretics with the same
แลเข้ามาสโล
tactical
ว์
ideas.
วับกลับ
Slightly more successful for
ยูรู
Heretics
เก็บ
to
งาน
open, but then they just had pistols, so they couldn't close it out. I'm waiting to see if we've got more depth from both of these squads as well. Ara might be able to play, if they smoke the bottom of B, he might be able to play here for this ult orb. And it looks like Heretics are going to try to contest him. A stim beacon or a dash, and Ara might be punished for picking this up.
Towards the deep horns, Giants are waiting.
He doesn't go for it.
No, Cloud and Ara. Right off angle, that is a hell of a way to take that fight. Leaping into the fray.
โอ้เป็นเรื่องเลยว่ะมันบ้าแล้วว่ะ
On a round where they are fully invested, a bonus conversion will be dire
เจ๊มันบ้าแล้วเนี่ย
Still holding it down, but then that weapon differential does play a part.
มันเล่นแบบไม่กลัวแล้วเนี่ย
misses him, wave of a hand and a couple of bullets to do it.
Should have probably been favored in that
TP,
situation.
what the hell is that?
There's another crunch.
West side's trying to make a go for it, but where's that gun gone?
Hold on,
You've
gun?
tossed it away!
You've just thrown your gun away, man!
He thought the rifle was in a very different place. Uh-oh.
Well, that is going to haunt them.
God.
Heretics now in a 2v2. There was prior damage done to Boo and an ult claimed from Ara, but Ara's miles away from this. If Flickless goes down, and he only has a Sheriff, though one body shot would kill Boo, it's going to put Ara in a difficult spot.
Flickless scared of being timing.
It's just all about pace here. If Flickless can slow
ล่า
him
มัน
down
ดัน
at
มา
all,
แล้วดิ
it's so helpful.
อุ้ย
A shot.
He goes down a bit early.
Yeah, and he was the
Miễn
player
tỷ
in
ด้วย
range, as you already said. One shot to the body would have done him in. Ara's forwards, though. Double Satchel has a showstopper, and let's go. He wants to send it. Trying to take the fight to them, and scuttering and scurrying away. Team Heretics not eager to try and fight into it.
But they have to end 8. There's 15 seconds.
No time. Nade at your feet as well. This is going to be completely blockading you out of the fight. Ara could just really be spelling spoiler. Spelling out defeat. Boom onto this round. 6 bullets left. And it's covered by Riens. Over the shoulder.
Nice one.
Deadly.
พี่เหรียญ
Well, I think that was
พี่เหรียญประกันภัยวันนี้
They had all of the control of what's going on. Grabinho should have even been favored in that spot. Crunch comes through.
กันได้จริงใช่ไหม
กันได้จริง
It is mad that he doesn't run over the rifle there. I'm watching it in the replay. It does really look like the rifle should be at his feet.
เพลเยอร์อะไรจะตายคนแรกวินนี้เหรอ
Put Giants in a rough spot, and they even used the showstopper, trying to win the
มัน
round.
จะเป็นวูดว่ะออเทอร์ไป
Ara on top of this box, watching towards short, hoping to pick up a freebie onto Benji Fishy.
Another skirmish over towards Showers, perhaps. They try and set it up.
They might be able to run a crunch onto Woot.
Woot?
He's always got that gate crash to escape, though.
Thinking about it, at least with the flash, but it won't give away his position. Just need to sit in the smoke. take up residency, baiting. Shots fired from the left side to try and pull Woot out into the open so he doesn't clear that one corner. He will have the gate crash and he will respect most of that presence.
Doesn't make a sound cue for Giants, but I think they've understood based on context that he has disappeared, and this is going to start going over towards B. Cloud starting to rotate
ขอให้
already.
บุกได้สัก8
Giant X are going to have a stronger sight here. And the wall
Wall
as well.
timing.
Really good timing on that from West Side. He's still got a grab net in the back pocket too. This should be tough for Heretics.
Finding the angle to chip away at it. Brick by brick, the wall will eventually fall. Another sensor down towards that hookah angle. Could be the trigger for a play for Giants here, waiting
โห
again. Utils on their hands, grab
Yeah,
net,
ตีด
take
ด้วย
right Molly, all being overlapped. I mean, Giants have used almost all of their biggest tools for this one, but now the kills are yet to be claimed. Immediate retract back, and
Ui.
Westside still holding his ground. The line drawn down, Giant X so
โอ้
damn
แม่ง
hungry for these kills. What a
ชิบหายแล้ว
conversion.
มันทำมาท่าเดียวตอนนี้
Surviving.
Giants, they had the read on where that was headed. They had the players in position. They knew exactly what was coming through.
A bit worried when they used all that util at the same time, but
ท่าเบเลปาแล้วก็
didn't matter much.
They had a
Slow.
blind there that lands onto Miniboo on the entrance. He didn't like what he looked. Immediately hit the refract. But I think he actually dashed into a position where he might have been able to stay there. I'm not
Miniboo
really
ส่ง
liking
ไม่ดี
the
เลย
macro from Heretics.
No, we were talking about it. Listen, the comp in theory, very good at triggering these trap plays, the sensors, and pulling back to safety. But in terms of practice,
Well, also, they're waiting too long in the round. Gets towards the end of the round, and they still haven't dealt with the wall, grav net, nades,
yeah,
all sorts of
snake
stuff.
bite
They need to be put
แล้ว
at
แบบนี้
least
เทีย
a
นยั
little
ง
bit
เดือ
of
ด
pressure on early.
for sure.
Now, Giants are also doing a good job of not contesting spots where they can get hard punished by this kind of stuff. We've seen DRX play this comp, and on their attack side, it looks really difficult to hold on to guard and control, for example. So Giants constantly are going to be lacking a little bit of info towards B. You see here how passive Grabinho and Ara are on their defense, but also Miniboo using Utila very early.
Nothing else to really clear that potential angle. Benji squaring up, looking to, again, take a few stray shots. Backs himself out. Smokes a drop down, though. With it, might signal that that's an attempt at a play. Heretics could get stunted. Hindu's in a perfect place, though. That's going to be a
เข้า
catch
แก็บ
at
หรือ
the
เปล่าครับ
sideline. Can they overwhelm and swarm? It's up to the defensive Ara. Rifle in hand.
Hey,
Waving it
Miniboo.
away. Sheriff in the hands of Miniboo. Making short work of the
บอก
opposition.
ทีว่าไม่ถึง
Mosh. Not timed well enough. That plant will be
ได้
going
ปืน
down
ครั
with
บ
no problems whatsoever. And
อย่าง
now
นี้ได้เล่น
rejuvenation there of these smokes, blooming and blossoming
Hey,
in
hey,
their
hey,
faces.
hey, hey,
It's going to be tough to
hey,
shoot
hey,
through
hey,
for
hey.
our Giants.
พอแล้วจะสแปมเลยขนาดนั้น
They
เลย
have a freebie. If he grabs it, then he has annihilation.
Snake bite.
Oh.
Pushed. Again forwards into this angle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man, just squaring up eager as anything.
มีคนเอ็ด
Assert himself in a round
มีคน
like
เอ็ด
this. It's 3 kills to his name already. 21 health. You wouldn't think it with how brave he's been booing.
ป่ะ
Cloud does at least do him in. But in a 1v2
มี
with
ข่าว
Cloud
คัด
taken
ประเภท
away.
ว่า
Not
ไม่มีทาง
looking doable, not looking possible. Might be able to claim the life of Arians, but he realizes it at this point. Has to scurry back, Team Heretics. I'm doing the damage on a weaker bind
เอาไปแค่ครึ่ง
as
เดียว
well. That's good signs of life from them.
ไม่ทันแล้วเวลา
It is. Mastercard 50 posted up, and I prefer the position of the saturate here rather than going for the
แต่
double
ท่า
dash
เข้า
in
มัน
and
ดู
then
ดี
the
นะ
refract.
มันทำมาแต่ท่าเนี้ย
Normal exec and Miniboo
ทุกที่เลย
pushes up on top and actually gets a body involved in the fight. Giant X
ไอ้ทิป
weren't
ตี้เลยนะ
offered
ดี
any
ใจ
of
เลย
those
ดิ
freebies that I was talking about. West Side just couldn't catch a glimpse of anyone in their position on site. Giant X love controlling short like this because it lets them do sand crunches. And Cloud would be
Yes,
able
sir.
to ult here as well.
This could get so scrappy. Like you said, the ult's in play on either side. Dimensional Drift is going to be used to try and clear most of this way. Ara backpedaling. Convergent pass going to be used to try and really lock this one all the way up. But again, that retreat, this is so damn rapid. Heretics making the most of this one now. Speed boosted all the way up. This is a fight to be taken, but my God, the carnage.
ไม่มีฟีดอะไรเลยครับ สวยงาม
Plays a potential position. That's an
อุ้ย
annihilation. And wraps up one of the bodies.
ช่วยไหม
Broken out in
ช่วย
time,
หน่อย
but
อุ้ย
these bullets are still going to be raining down.
He
As Squidward
fixed it.
finally reveals his hands off onto that flank. Pays off for them into the 2v2.
โอ้โดนว่ะ
Boo, weak as anything, and it's relentless. It's non-stop here, spotting it. Both the players, signs of life, trying to scurry and rotate
Oi.
in through the box. Boo was weak as anything, and you might have just found that timing. Benji, oh my.
baiting.
might cook them.
Yeah, but he has to make a sound as he drops out of heaven. Needs a free kill onto Westside. And Westside is thinking about it.
Let's pull players away. It's giving Benji that 1v1. But he's going to have to make that sound to drop down. Was that hurt? It looks like it. Now the plant, Westside creeping in from the side, looking to see if he can claim that life. Benji finished off. Another round added to the total in the tally. Giant X still maintaining control.
Big chaotic round there, finishing over towards A. Credit to Flickless for recognizing that and immediately pushing out of the B site and wrapping around behind. He got big value here. Cuts down Mini Boot.
Bro, I hit my ulti, Anchik.
Sound sensor out.
And Cloud and Flickless still with ults to play. Heretics
จะได้ทิปตี้เขาจนอีกแล้วเหรอ
so far the ideas have not been overwhelming. I think Giants comp is better on defense.
Mini Boo looking to beat the timing here off the back of
Ui.
that flash, but again, no avail. No one blinded up.
แพ้ว่ะ
The Outlaw in hand,
ทรงนี้
mightily confident to just really lock down
อา
his
รายิง
avenue.
หัวได้เถอะ
Spotting out just the elbow once more, and he's looking for it, but he will respect it with
โอ้
that
โหอารา
breaking it and backing out and away.
Boaster was saying that one of the best ways of playing against this Wayla Yoru comp is to fight them before they get into spots to
Force
run
them
their
to use that
executes.
util.
Yeah, force the util out early, disrupt them, take the engagements, stop yourself getting overwhelmed.
Different turn of events. This time it's going to be Grubinio who's going to be catching these players, and he sees it. Too many bodies to really count, and he doesn't want to get overwhelmed. Rolling retreat from him. Backs up and away, and that's going to be a thrash used to try and clear most of the way. That is broken in time. Could have been deadly stuff. Still that mosh. Listen, they're not done yet.
โอ้โห
Not dead yet, surely.
ไล่แบบเป๊ะจัด
They are absolutely overwhelming them now. How do you withstand this kind of pressure?
อ้าววิชานินจา
แล้วหลุดมาได้ไงหนึ่งคนครับ
Came from
เฮ้ย
Giant X.
ไปไหนอะ
Very good from them. Always willing to absorb the pressure.
โอ้ดี
They've
Retreat
lost.
back. They have lost Boo in
They've lost
spawn.
Boo. There is a
There's
chance
no
here
way.
that he gets a backstab on
Big lead,
Flickless
go.
and picks up a gun.
เสียบสักทีไหม
Flickless is
เฮ้ย
starting.
มีทามมิ่งครับ มีทามมิ่ง โอ้โห
Okay.
โอ้
Pulled out.
Yeah. Good info.
ใช้ได้นี่หว่า
from the
GX
A players over
ถือว่ารอบ
towards
ครอบ
Flickless.
อยู่
This has been a game of extraordinarily one-sided maps.
Yeah, it has.
A 13-4 into a 13-3. And if it follows like this, it looks like it's going to be Giants running away with things. I do think that their composition is slightly better on the defense side. You have two characters that are phenomenal there, the Viper and the Deadlock. You've also, on your attack, only got the Gecko Flash to be able to take any
เทค
space
นิค
with.
มันจะรอด
So
ตาย
I think
มั้
this comp struggles a little once the sides are swapped.
Yeah.
But it might just be the case that Heretics are down and out by that point because they had no opportunity to get back into Lotus.
They have to drag it all the way here because you do not want this to be the final chapter of your year for Heretics. They want to reach the same heights they were able to get last year, but for now they're staring on the barrel of defeat, and it will mean elimination if they lose this map. There are no more second chances at this stage, and a bitter, disappointing end. 8th place finish. No one's ever happy with that, and no one ever remembers the teams that do land their position there.
No, going out instantly in playoffs was not on the cards for Heretics. Then again, they did bomb out almost immediately, no, literally immediately, I should say, in Toronto. So, and in the EMEA playoffs, I mean, they have been an extremely coin-flippy team. Undefeated in EMEA groups, 0 wins in EMEA playoffs. They are a weird squad. And this has been a weird match.
It has.
Super flip-floppy.
Checking the situation.
It'd be nice
Look
to
at
see
the
both
score
teams
lines.
putting things together here on Bind, but it would rely on Heretics finding their opportunities in rounds like this when their economy's on the line.
Yeah, this is a critical round. Has to be the turnaround for Team Heretics. Pure disrespect again. Showers control, a top priority for Giant X. Viper's Pit is going to be covering most of the way over towards B. Players gearing up now to get ready for the exit. Mini Boot, double dash into that smoke, horns up towards the top. That's a good transfer to spray. Bullets raining down. They heard the placement, the fract. Swinging handy there.
พูดได้คำเดียวว่า
Tossing out for his
ไม่เวิร์ก
for
เวเล
clearance.
แบบนี้
Benji can't hold his own. A spot like that wasn't expected to take that fight. Nightfall now going to be committed on top. His ultimates have to be expended. His Heretics will have to win this one out. The plant not denied. They'll push back onto us. So will be that extension. With a kill claimed, Woot's done enough damage.
Boo scrambling backwards, looking to try to play towards his ult and a molly.
Hello. Wall propped up in your face though is going to make this one even more awkward. And that Gecko flash just dissipates right at the wrong time. And that one, it needs to be players fighting forwards. What a play!
ติดเดียว
ไม่มีแบบว่าลงหลอกเลยเหรอ มันแอบฟังปะ
มันได้ยินเหรอถ้าชิดขนาดนั้น
มันเอากล่องไอ้เนี่ยกล่องแอบอะเอาตัวเข้าไปในกล่องแอบอะเห็นปะ
อ๋อ
Talked about the fact that Team Heretics need to be able to win a round like that. The manner in which they win it, though, just super decisive, all pushing through the cosmic divide.
ไม่ได้แอบฟังด้วยนะ
ไม่ได้แอบ
Not
นะว่ะ
expecting to be pushed by 3 players at the same time like that.
มาละ
Still the team that's more in control here.
No.
Showstopper available for them on the defense side, and they've gone back to this.
ใครจะตอบเจ็ดดูฟอร์มตอนนี้กำลังตื่นเลย แฮกละเมื่อกี้
Early short control and then crunch sand if needed.
เฮ้ยโอ้โหคิวไปแล้วเปล่าวันนี้ฮะ
Benji just stands his ground. He's going to be punished for it.
He's getting bullied.
Turn to the mincemeat and market.
งงป่ะนี่
I see that dash forwards again. It's the reaction of Heretics. They see all of that presence. Benji, of course, calling this one out, so they can open access now to that B side. Will be the plant down. No pushback.
แล้วมาบีลองอย่างเยอะ
used by Boo want to cut off Hookah.
บูไปไลน์อัพในเอลโบไป
His job to cover long.
It's an off angle. It's going to be tested off his contact again. That is going to be the orbital strike primed and now let loose and ready. Denies any chance of follow up.
สี่เลย
Stars drop down. Rubinho
ไม่น่าจริง
again with that tail end of the prowler. West side.
อ๋อแล้วแพ้ได้เลยเนี่ย
Hoping and aiming for a couple more fights. It's going to be a war place down all the way. Now starting to trail their way, scaling into this side. It's coming from every single avenue. Multiple fronts and the fight's just not going their way.
พี่เขาใช้อันตีเร็วจัง
On the side, he can't really even get a
เฮ้ย
เก็บไว้ไลน์องไลน์อัพเหลือ
ไอชิบหายรีบไปไหนเนี่ย
Giants were in complete
ไล
control
โค
of the
มัน
site.
Instant response coming out there from Giant X. Really fast, really aggressive. Bullying Benji Fishy right off.
เอาจริงมันน่าไปสู้ตรงฮูก้านะถ้ามันรู้ว่าตรงเนี้ยอันติโดนดูดไปวัดฮูก้าแล้วก็เป็นปืนเจอกัน
Apart from elbow.
Oh
Very
fuck.
decisive and very disappointing there for the Heretics coaching staff. They're back onto another eco. Just when they thought they had a toehold in the map, Giant X rip it away with some of their classic defensive aggression.
I mean, this is getting more than dicey at this point. For Heretics, it's everything. Your year, your season culminating. Potentially a flattening. Now eventually broken. Rubinho going to be backing himself out. It's a double dash forwards again, and that smokes to cut up most of the site. Trying to really dominate this position, but that is a great hint. And a follow-up is there.
เอายังไง
Weaponry. Team Heretics really trying to
เข้าไม่วาร์ปอ่ะไม่เข้าใช่ไหมวาร์ปอ่ะ
a lovely fight to be taken.
เข้าก็ตาย
Very decisive, immediately going and clearing
อย่า
that.
ให้พี่เหรียญเอาจริง
Ramnet will connect. Has to be pulled back and out. This plan is
เฮ้ยแล้วภายไลท์กันคืบคลานเข้ามา
behind them. Hold on, found it. And the timing to be taken, but it will go down regardless here. Round win for Heretics. All he needed, as we were
พอ
saying.
ไม่มีปืนเนี่ยได้เล่นจริง
Maybe realizing
โยนปืนทิ้ง
tempo in spots like this.
Yeah.
Saturate does catch onto Cloud, as you mentioned, really nice. Going for the double smokes and punishing the Giant X players who decided to swing out to fight front side.
โหพี่เหรียญ
This push
ยิงอย่างบ้า
really decides things for them, making sure that they have a lot more space, dealing with potential backstab threats, getting themselves back in with an opportunity here to level things out at the half. This round, Wu can turn up the tempo again with his ult.
Bringing it together now.
กินเป็นท่าประหลาดด่วน
Drift is going to be used nice and early. Spots out of position of Rubinho. Forwards, but do they account for this one? That's going to be a
โอ้
great
จำชื่อไม่ได้ครับผมวันนี้ เก่าละ
Just in time. And as well as that, I mean, the wraparound is dealt with. Woot is still posturing, trying to take these fights. Puff up the feathers.
ฮะ
Rubinho, though, slight off
เป็น
angle.
เรื่อง
Really trying to
ถอย
reinsert himself. The Prowler did miss.
ดี
Heretics not interested, though.
ถ้าเดินไปเมื่อกี้เราหมดแน่
Looking over towards market, knowing that that space could be contested.
Yeah, Heretics are trying to slow the map down, but they don't have any info on the other side of the map.
เวทไซด์ดันไว้
They've been going for these kind of pushes.
Uh-oh. He's got a rifle. Players looking in the wrong place.
แล้วทำไมถึงดูทางเดียวกันน่ะ
Cave not expecting it. The Giants can do no wrong.
That is such a sick round from Giant X. They've been taking liberties against Team Heretics comp. No Sentinel available for Heretics, really. And so, no info on the flank pushes. If you slow down a round like this, you've got to be ready for it. Many not hitting them, refracting that situation, but it's West Side finding the timing, threading the needle, and yeah, exactly. Just as Heretics are thinking about the cave push.
อีโคได้แผ่นเลยนี่
Giants are out here playing their game again. Something that they
โอ้
couldn't
ซื้อ
do
ได้
at all
แต่
against
ไม่ฟูอะไร
NRG, couldn't do in the first map on Ascent.
เอาจริงนะสู้ทีมวิธีการเล่นของ NA ไม่ได้เลยแหละด้วยความละเอียดความรอบคอบอะอย่างแบบเมื่อกี้ความเนี้ยไปดู NRG เล่นอะไรเงี้ยคือ NRG เล่นนะสมมติตรงไหนมีแกลบที่แบบมีความเป็นไปได้ที่มันจะเกิดเหตุการณ์แบบเมื่อกี้ขึ้นอะแม่งไม่ปล่อยเลยนะ
They're getting punished hard.
Annihilation. Off the sound cues and a bit of B. No, I mean, listen, the util being used. This Annihilation, though, might be able to find something potential with a rebound, though. Miniboo was safe, tucked, and now playing as a bit of an insert. Waldo blocking off one of the avenues that he was hoping to take, looking to try and break this and draw a lot of attention towards him.
Yeah, this is going to keep 3 players over towards A and offer Boo a chance to exec B.
Grouping up. Eyes on the prize here for Team Heretics, looking towards that B side with the TP. That's going to signal most of this. Smokes drop down in his face. Grabinho does deal with a horn, still really trying to see if he can take these fights. Sidewinding, Benji's there. And it's Naz with that trade equalized, and Boo over the shoulder has it all in his hand.
ข้างหลังไม่ต้องซื้อปืนเล่นเล่นแบบจนๆไม่ดูเล่นดีใช่ไหม
เล่นแบบจนๆจะเน้นหน่อย
พอเล่นแบบจนๆมันเหมือนมันกล้าเล่นอะเล่นแบบมีปืนมันงงจัดเลย
Giants looking to get lucky.
ไอ้ไวเปอร์พีทดีจัง
เมื่อกี้มันทำมาเมื่อกี้มันนี่อยู่
ไลน์อัพเหรอ
เฮ้ย
Denying critical seconds. Benji's there still, but dropped down to 1 HP. Barely alive as anything. Will have to play his way out and back. Pit's still there off to the side. What a shot by Benji. The Team Heretics
โอเค
really make
พอ
themselves
ไม่มีปืนนี่ดูเล่นดีดี
not bad not bad
This first half of bind.
I'm telling you, it did
Yeah,
not feel like a
ไม่ตายนะ
7-5. Heretics, I think,
มัน
have
อัน
done
ติอั
an
ตราทั้ง
extremely
คู่
good job at making that respectable. Because
เป็น
Giants
1-5
felt like they were in control here to start by.
Absolutely. It's elimination all on the line. Let's find out just which way this series is going to go.
Okay.
ตอบกูเป็นโยแบบไม่ต้องคิดบูไม่ค่อยยิงเท่าไหร่วันนี้
แอสซิสต์ไม่เหรอเมื่อกี้ทำไมถึงยิงกันเองอ่ะ บูบินโย
And this was the fighter we wanted here, as it all comes down to bind. 7-5 for this first half, and a close series of affair. A bit of bite back as well from either side. It's a close game between them because it's everything, essentially. It's your entire year culminating into this. For either side, you do not want to be the team that loses. Giants, chance to prove that they're not just going to falter when they come up against difficulties in this bracket on the biggest stage of the year.
Yeah, players like Flickless, who are fairly new actually to the big stage, getting to play at champs, being here in playoffs, putting together decent performances in this half. Really strong shooting coming out from him in the last map and a half here. You can see it in the Coinbase Econ report. Doing a lot of damage over there to Miniboo too, which was vitally important to shutting down the Heretics double duelist attack side. And yet Heretics found moments to be able to shoot back. One of these storylines is going to end here in this half of Bind. Either an unexpected team on an incredible run, crashing out, or Heretics, a team with all of the expectations crumbling under the weight and the pressure.
โอเคน้องพันธ์สวัสดีครับ
Looking to overcome just this first obstacle as well, so that they can get back in that top form where they were attending the grand finals of back-to-back events of the previous years. It's all on the line here as we get into it now. For round 13, just off the sound cues, the grab that was perfect. And Benji deletes Ara to bullet to the dome now, and an instant response with that TP, a flood in from Heretics. They're not messing around. Eager to really draw that blood, and bodies toppled. Plan will go down here just from that wingman, but again, it's Cloud and Grabinho against the world. Heretics.
อย่าบอกตอบโนฟอ
นี่
The Fallen
ไม่ข่าวจัดให้
Bren, you're right that that
โอ้
grab
ดู
net
ว่า
was
จะ
perfect.
ถ้าฟอร์เรสตั้งแต่วินแรกนี่
เปลี่ยนทันนะพี่
อ๋อ
Westside caught Ara in the grab net of his own team.
Yeah, okay.
And then Benji Fishy anticipates where it is. I don't know how the
มันเป็นจี้เข้าโซนแล้ววะ
It's supposed to be aimed towards lamps.
That's my mistake.
But
I see a grab net, I see a shot off of it. I'm like, wow, that was all planned.
no, exactly. I mean, it looks perfectly coordinated, but it's a massive mistake. Giant
ไอ้
X
ใครเดทที่อยู่ลีดเดอร์เปลี่ยนชื่อเป็นแบงคอกไฟนอลบอลเลย
ในไอ้นี่ใช่ไหมใช่วันนั้นพี่เจอจำได้มีคนเปลี่ยนอยู่เล่าให้น้องฟังอยู่แต่ไม่ได้ว่าใคร
Players being called this time though. This is four players, pack mentality. Giant X now.
ให้มันไปเจอ
Get the ball rolling and really get
เฮ้ย
ร้อนตีน
hot and heavy with the molly at your feet as well. There's a lot of damage done with the classics. They're still finding a way to bail themselves out. Miniby though.
ติงเจอร์ยิงได้อย่างนี้เลย
Off from the side. He's only got that stinger, but still making
หายแล้ววะ
usage of it. Dominating that lamp's control. Saturate, rebounds off to the side, looking to re-clear and gain a bit of that space with the plant downtime ticking. Heretics trying to get themselves more involved, insert themselves into the conversation. And this time the shots landed. Damage done to Flickness and Grabinho. Yeah, and listen, anything's going to be bringing them down at this point. You've got to respect that snake bite, slight gap, but again, they know what these players are ISO'd. Now that the fuse pull will disrupt it for a moment, but Grabinho surely not long for this world. Can't withstand his own, not with his health in a state like that.
Cloud was the only player with any health up.
เวอร์จัด
And somehow Miniboo deleted him with a stinger from long range. He had full HP, but he went down in seconds. So despite the player advantage, unfortunately here, the overall health
ต้องไปฝึกแล้ววะ
and the guns
มันเวอร์มากมันไกลมากเลยพี่
ends up making a difference, but they still manage.
แต่มันได้แค่เม็ดเดียวเม็ดแรกเม็ดเดียวแต่งงคือมันวิ่งอยู่ไง
So Heretics are not coming into this bonus with the best weaponry they possibly could. Giant X need a response now
โอ้
though.
ปืน
เฮเลติกแล้ว
ปืนแบบ
7 to 7.
สะบอมสะบัก
They were in control of
แต่
the
ถ้าเดิน
first
เข้า
half.
มาหาก็เป็นเรื่อง
Now suddenly they're not.
ที่เหรียญเนี่ย
Heretics eager.
นี่เรียกว่าท่ายืนบีหลอก
Stamp down. They've got that dog in them. We're going to see it sidestepped, at least with the C's. Snakebite even being committed. Heretics are looking to overfight into this one, but the flashes go both ways. That's a grab there and a stun if I've ever seen one of these players. Right.
โอ้โหเหลือสอง
Their lives tossed away to the side. Westside is the one to deliver that one, sight in hand. A wonderful opener.
There are two Buckies behind this smoke. So there are still chances for this to go wrong for Giant X.
ให้5เลยตรงเนี้ยบักกี้อ่ะ
Pushed up very deep with the Vandal on the other side of the map. So if you do make the pivot over towards A, it's not like he has a huge amount of util, but the Saturate's great to avoid being traded. And it's one hell of an off angle against a team that doesn't have prowlers, doesn't have a drone to work
ต้องมี1ครับของหมดแล้ว
That's the rifle.
ผมไม่ปล่อย
Anticipating the peak.
สแกนแกโคตรตรงนี้หรอก
Walking all the way up, spoiled by the barrel, hinder down. Does he want to go for it? Lay claim to the life. Yes, he does.
โอ้โหโคตรดีอ่ะ
ดีจัด
เฮ้ย
ไปแล้ว
ดีจัด มินิบู
going down. No one
ยิง
defending
แม
that
น
one.
ด้วย
So that's going to be dropped down, but it does reveal his position.
เมื่อกี้จะดีอยู่นี่ถ้าปาดไปเก็บ3อะ
Locked down, but a
ตรงโค้งแรกอ่ะแล้วก็ค่อยกลับมา
Ian's picked up a rifle.
ที่ได้หายแล้ว
Could still be damaging here. Heretics looking to take this one close, shoulder to shoulder, ensuring that nothing slips, but they split up for but a moment. Timing to be taken. Smoke propped up, bit of spam. Might as well be a wall for all it's good now. Heretics finding it really difficult to try and get their way through this one.
อุ้ยโอ้โหใช้เหลือ2เอง
Still with that dismissal. Cloud swinging wide. That's a heavy lick dealt to these Team Heretics players.
บูได้เว็บไซต์เมื่อกี้ได้ลุ้นเลย
The stuns made such a difference in this round for
แอบไม่
Giant
ทำงาน
X.
ด้วยให้เมื่อกี้
Ramnet and a stun for the first 2K that you're going to see here from Westside. And then Sonic's answer providing a stun towards the end too. Boo's flanking there with a pistol. I was worried that Westside was going to topple because he only had 2 health. Now Giant X are going to be happy they got around on the board and they still have the lead on Find. But their money is not in a great place. 3 light armors.
ไม่มีเว็บไซต์หรอพี่เอาเธอเดี๋ยว
To be broken. Woot with an op.
Mosh up overhead. Utah throwing forwards as well to feel like they're taking that B long control, but
แล้วมันมีโอกาสยิงเท่ากันสูงด้วย
yeah, he's got all control of B long.
ตอบเสมอหรือว่าเอาเธออันเดียวกัน
Bodies are going to be coming late to the party here. Maybe with a stimmy to try and help them out, but with the vulnerable applied, hold on, that's a saturate, and guess what? Ara straight up floating into the air. The fight to be taken west side.
แล้วเป็นเว็บไซต์เอาไป2ไง
God damn.
เป็นเรื่องเลยทีนี้
He has, hasn't he?
Spike denied at least with a plan. That was just from that molly. Dropped down, but a 3v5 to work with. Heretics.
นี่วันนี้สำคัญจัดอะ
Pause played by these Giants players. Tap again, looking for the next response and reaction, and swinging from the wide. Yes, Gravino's there. West side to join him. They combine their might.
แพ้เลย
They get control and that plant back down. Boo. Not much to do in a spot like that. West side's not finished if you don't. Drags him right back. Claims his life. Flawless here for Giant X.
What a huge punish in this round from Westside. As the hinder, as the saturate goes out, Benji tries to run in and finish off the Ara who got caught by it. And then Miniboo decides to ult. And they're both just in horrible positions that Westside punishes. A little bit maybe of the inexperience with this composition, really catching Heretics in moments like this, where they try to overreach. And now they're the ones with the economic damage.
Flash, hello. Shots ringing out. You're making a share of 6. Heretics.
This is not the round where they're supposed to be pulling out value like that.
Speed up, yeah.
Now forwards again. Pull back there with a refract. Heretics might have just got the right answer. Not happy with the state of affairs. Giants leading by the 2.
Both of these teams finding value whenever they played for aggressive short control. Benji's got a jiggle peek and spots somebody out.
Grenier hears it though. Plenty of footsteps.
It's going to play this lurk right in, but the plant's already going down on B.
Spike planted.
It's going to be late arriving here.
ใช่เมื่อกี้เสียงนี้หาย
elbow control. Snakebite can be sidestepped.
All about the Grabinho timing.
Backstab insurance policy here. Giants are just going to try and hold them off for long enough. Can he get active? And here it is. Activated indeed. Grabinho deletes 2 of them off the map. And looking to again apply that pressure just from the side. It's a scurry forwards. Heretics realize it. They're being approached from every direction. Body block. Let's see how precise this one is. It's happened to defuse. Boo! Boo! Boo!
โอ้ย
เชี่ย
อินเซน
That is a
อินเซน
absolutely perfect, and Benji Fishy deserves the credit for that too. The 2 of them combined together to stop Grabinho from being able to exercise a denial on the defuse. We've seen it before.
อินเซนจัด
It's actually quite difficult to pull off. Immaculate stuff for Heretics. They can't quite believe they've done that.
โอ้โห แม่งไปยิงต้องปิดโอ้ครบหมดเลยนี้
Aggro again though as we're looking at it. Miniboo potentially squaring up for it. That's a stimmy drop down. He wants to get active into the fight. A refract though.
เอ้าไม่กดสักชุดวะอุตส่าห์มีบีคอน
Overextend.
No, only going for a single bullet
โอ
there.
กาสตายมันสูงอยู่เลยมันเฟิร์สช็อตพลาด
His crosshair placement wasn't perfect. Instantly got out, but they're looking to try to take the fight before Westside can get in position with his annihilation. And now, Cloud calling for the group up. Giant X going to look to try to go down short. Does offer them good opportunities to make use.
ใจแอนเปลี่ยนแค่2 คนทีมมันแบบ
โอ้โห
สเต็ปอัพจัดอะ
เปลี่ยนหลายคนเลยไหม
ก็มีคาวไม่ใช่มีอารากับฟิกเลตเนี่ย
Snakebite
ปลี่ยน3
2
Still the plant will be able to go down here in safety. Giants Okay, Grabinho, he's got to try and contest with this one.
Okay.
This time, though, Benji.
Benji แม่งพลาด
He's caught in that position just before on that
ให้ไว
previous
จัด
half. Now he's in a nightfall, hard committed.
โอ้โหอันติไม่ดีวันเนี้ยมันไม่น่าเอียงมาทางซ้ายหน่อยอ่ะ
Driving a wedge into these giant X players. Looking to
ใคร
hold
มี
this
โย
one
รู้
back.
มาดูอยู่
Dimensional drift is that cherry on top. Constant information. Gathered up here for Heretics. Sound cues cut away. How do you deny this? Again, this is an approach from Heretics. Bodies onto it. Boo to defuse. Snakebite to try and push him back first and first most. The molly at that feet. Woo down to friendly fire. And he's
ฆ่าแม่งเลยเลื่อนพี่วูดเหรอ
Boo! He tanks the snakebite and wins the round back
Oh.
to back. The ways in which Heretics
แล้วบูแม่งจุ่มหมดไม่สนน่ะ
these couple
พี่บู
ไอ้สเน็กไบท์มันเบาจัดจุ่มสุด
What a flash up and over the top.
Ui,
Pressure onto Arrow.
kia lại ăn mà
That
chặt
is
ê.
really nice, but I also, credit to Benji in that spot. You mentioned it, he died in that position before. Grab netted, snake bited up.
จุ่มสุดจริง
The nerve to hold it down in a spot like that has drawn Heretics level.
ถ้ามันมีถามว่าตายเพราะยูคิวบีหลายทรง
Fast play forwards. Our Horn knocked out with
Ui.
Mini Boo.
เชี่ยโคตรดี
Somebody claims the one kill.
เฮ้ย
Bloody hell.
Just gets out. And those kind of horns always get big value.
A lot of damage done. Re-exploration. Heretics never content with just the space that they have. It's a double hold here that Flickless is not going to be ready for, but he does spot it out. It's just a barrel poking out. Spoils it for him. He still wins a fight out. This is ISO fight. Seizes his and he almost strike by.
อุ้ย
He even gets a kill. Mini Boo in the midst of it all.
God almighty.
Oh my god
Boo doesn't care, friend or foe, brother or not. You're made for the blender with a play
กู
like
จะมี
that.
ไวเวอร์พีเตอร์ดิ
As long as it gets them the round win, that's the only thing they care about. Flickless has got it all to
ถ้า
do
ปล่อย
with
วาง
that
จะได้เล่น
1v2.
น่ะ
They've actually given him so much respect here when he
Poor
has the
Hudson,
pit. This could be an enormous error for Heretics. They're in a 2v1. Spike down.
And she has a judge.
If Flickless is able to get the plant and have enough space to go for a pit,
30
there are
seconds left.
absolutely chances that he can win this.
It's essentially a full clearance. Plant down. No players in sight. Boo wants to play this one patiently, waiting for the backup. Benji Fisher going to be returning to join him. No pit committed. Uncertainty now, but the shots are rattled off, and Flickless has got a bit of awareness for it. Needs to be clean here from Heretics. Stimmy, Benji putting his life on the line.
อุ้ย
วูดเน็ตฟลิก
Snaps back
เนี่ยแล้วพี่
like
บูจัด
magic.
ให้
เหี้ย
รัวเลยว่ะ
And Flickless is no more.
What
He's
a
done good, hasn't he?
hero Boo has been in the last 3 rounds for Heretics. Sticking defuses, giving his life, sacrificing his brother, and then hitting an insane flick towards the end.
หืม
พี่บูนักฆ่าเพื่อน2แล้วนะ
These are some monstrous rounds that Heretics have put together back to back to back.
And now,
on a knife's edge.
พี่บูฆ่าเราที่แล้วฆ่าวูดเรา
now they're
ฆ่า
backs against the wall, trailing by 1 or 2 rounds most of this map. With elimination on the line, they have locked.
กู้ไป5 รอบอ่ะ
Not looking to
Tí
put
hết
an
tuần
end
á.
to their chapter, this portion of the year.
But it only takes 1 round for Giant X
ที่ว่า
to start putting the pressure back on in the other direction. Heretics' money is not good. All of these rounds have been
ดูถวยช่างกันไม่
Thrash here. Snake bite.
backing it
ตัว
up.
เสียของ
They need this Thrash to get space so that they can get into the
ไม่เข้า
site itself.
ถ้าเข้ามาก็
You're not really
ไม่ได้ยิง
past Benji there,
มี
are you?
เกโค
Dangerous weapon.
แต่เกโคไปละ
Worst of times in that spot. Hookah control.
So Cloud calling potentially here for his team to go and take some space over towards B long, back through the teleporter and end A with the second part of the Thrash.
เหลือเชื่อว่าส่งเราให้
What's
ฆ่าเพื่อน
that? Straight spam.
Oh.
Smoke drop down. Boo is confident here, and the Thrash is going to be
พี่บูจัดให้
following
รัว
him shortly. This is all fake pressure. Meant to pull players away.
Well, they actually might want to end B now.
อ๋อ
right
โดน
now,
กัด
yeah.
2 คนหน้าไม่โดนกัดไปโดนคนหลัง
Mini Budo still
Big
holding it down. This is an off angle. He bites
สวย
his time perfectly. Strikes where it hurts the most. With Ara spotted onto that high ground purge. Surely not long for the world.
โอเค
3 kills for Mini Boo.
โอเค
Heretics are lighting them up.
A flawless round there. As
เฮีย
Heretics
พี่บูเอาให้รัวๆเลย
squeeze into a 2-round lead.
เนี่ยตัดบอสให้ด้วยเนี่ย
โคตรมัน
Boo once again finding a freebie. And Mini Boo on an off angle that they just don't check. We had an opening map that Giants were not part of. A follow-up map where Heretics disappeared
เฮ้ย
entirely.
ขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอ
ขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอวะ
Control of the first half, let it slip slightly, and have opened the door for Heretics
แยก
to possibly win and eliminate Giants from the bottom of playoffs. It's still anyone's game though. It feels like it would only take a small adjustment for Giant X to be back in this. And they're taking a attack timeout to try to find the answer.
That's what the aim is.
But their economy's shot. They might have just lost 4 of the most important rounds that they'll ever play.
All to the Boo brothers. Boo for 3 of them, mini Boo for that final one. Hammering blows into Giant X as well. This is going to be really testing their mental. And you're never quite tested until you make it to this level of the stage where the competition is at its height.
I think they should already be given a lot of credit for how they've mentally rebounded after losing their NRG and losing the opening map to Heretics.
Sure.
Their mental readjustment coming into Lotus was excellent, but now Giant X have got to do it again. And the pressure is mounting. The crowd at its loudest. And they're getting behind
12,
Heretics.
Josh. It should be 12 for Heretics.
It should be. They've got double stingers that might be able to play inside a pit if they can get it down. There may be chances. Westside has had great aim, so has Cloud.
Looks like an all-in XX. So grab that over the top, and now you're going to be the Satchels playing Ara all the way in. Finding his space over towards the side. Close quarters again. Just going to be letting it rip. The clone going to be drop conversion pass. That's an instant reaction. Still, despite being sent in, and this could go any direction whatsoever. Spraying down, eventually resetting the aim. Mini Boo with Flickless gone.
ได้ตัวมีอันติด้วย
Spike still down though. Wingman sent in. Not denied that plan.
Deadlock นี่
This is a forward
ส่ง
play
ไม่ค่อย
again
ดี
by
เลย
Giants.
เด็ดล็อกไม่ค่อยน่ารำคาญว่ะ
Heretics
ไม่
gearing
ค่อยน่า
up.
รำคาญอะ
ไม่มันน่ารำคาญเนี่ยตอนจังหวะวางบอมเนี่ย
Sees a
โดนตลอดเลยของอะ
trying to be circumvented up towards the
เฮ้ย
top. What an angle.
โอ้โหนึกว่าจะโดนเมื่อกี้
Again, it's Heretics on top of
บิน
all
มา
of
จากไหน
it.
ไม่รู้
The tap to pull that extra
Âu.
layer util and the close quarters angles. It's all on Westside and Cloud. Now, just Cloud. A 1v1 could potentially be everything. Ryan.
โอ้โหพี่เหรียญ
He's done it
ประ
in.
กันภัยชัด
พี่เหรียญยังประกันภัยให้ตลอด
And that 12th round is claimed for
พี่เหรียญ
Heretics.
คนสุดท้ายแม่งคือแบบว่าที่สุดอะ
Credit
ของ
to
ทีม
Giant
แล้ว
X
จ
for
ริง
making it close, but close
ไว้ใจ
is
ได้
not good
ๆ เอ
enough.
อ
All of these rounds
ยิง
towards the end
ให้เม็ดเดียวเหมือนเร็ว
have been on the very edge. And yet
GG
they've all
ยัง
got
อันนี้
the way of Heretics. This
ตอน
is
นี้
now
GG
5
แล้ว
in a row, and Giant X can feel it slipping away. They're going to need
ดูดิ
3 in a
อื้อ
row
หือ
to take us to OT.
ไว้
Otherwise,
ใจได้วะ
Heretics progress.
แต่แอบสั่นนิดหน่อยเมื่อกี้แต่ว่าไปผลลัพธ์เหมือนกัน
3 players stacked over towards B. A is looking weak currently. Only Mini Boo. Benchy to try to reinforce. Giant X may be looking to turn up the tempo off the back of our result.
They are big ults. Like you said, showstopper, same grab net going up
เห
and
มือนเดิม
over. Attempting the exact same
วินนี้มี
plays.
ปืน
Put a squeeze and pressure onto these Showers players. It's up to
โอ้โห
Team Heretics to battle their way forward.
จริง
Ults don't matter in the face of
ตัว
that. The aim is cold in the midst of it. The plant will still go down with a
5 ต่อ
lead.
3 ครับ
Chances for Giant X.
ต้องทำยังไงครับ
Playing so far
เบน
up,
จี้อ้อมช็อตไปเลย
risk.
เข้าทุกทางอ่ะ
See if he can claim
นี่อ่ะ
this live.
Running
Boo
up.
drops him. Dismissed with a
ถ้ามันเหลือ
wave
คน
of
เดียวใน
hand.
ไวเปอร์พิก
Flickless
ก็
on
ไม่ไหว
Westside are
ไม่ไหว
countering. A bit of light propped up. That's the only thing defending them from a spot like this. But for Heretics, they are not content with this being that final chapter. They want to take it
Hey.
one step
Hey, hey, hey.
further. But the same can be said for Giants. Survival in the bitter end in a pit like this. It comes down to timings. And now Flickless, orbital strike. They were safe this
ย่าง
time.
แม่งเลยแล้วกัน
Heretics have done it surely. Time on the boards. It's all
ง่าย
Los
ดี
Dinos.
GG
Down another EMEA team in dramatic fashion there on Vine.
จีจีใช่ไหม
Heretics had to battle against adversity, got destroyed on Lotus.